It's a beautiful day on the mountain bike, a beautiful day on the mountain bike. Wouldn't you climb? Shouldn't you climb? Whether it's a 27.5 or a 29, shouldn't you ride? Wouldn't you ride? Oh, hello there, mountain bikers. How are you on this fine Labor Day? It's a day of many newses. Some of them are good and some of them are bad, and I'm sure that we're going to discuss as many as we can. But thanks for joining me here today. It's going to be a fun one. Don't you worry. And not to fret. We've got a lot of mountain biking to talk about. So let's get down to business. Check, check. 1, 2, is this thing on? Welcome in, everybody. I'm assuming all of this is working 100% perfect. Look, I'm trying a bunch of different things tonight. So here's something that's rad that's going on inside the CaliRadio Shack tonight. One, I'm by myself, which is very odd for me. Oftentimes when we do this stuff, there's a lot of people here, and tonight's not that night. But more importantly, I figured out the trick to switching audio sources. So I've got this mic live, and then of course I got the wireless mic, and I can move anywhere I want, and nobody can tell me any different. So thanks for jumping in, guys. We're going to catch up with Chad right now, and then we got a bunch of stuff we're going to talk about tonight. I know it's Labor Day, so a lot of you guys are probably filthy drunk by now, but it's fine. I got no problems with that. What's up, guys? Yes. All right. Who do we got in here? Mediocre Mountain Biker is in here. Good to see you, buddy. I can't believe Active Life all the way coming from Maui. Look at you, man. Enlisted Trailheads, Byron. Good to see you, buddy. And who else? DMMTB. Yes. Yes. That is the CaliRadio Kid helpline. That old phone. That is the helpline. So the emergency helpline. If anybody needs any questions, if they have any questions on how to repair the bike or how to ride better, they hit me up on the request line. Jake's in here. Yes, Captain's Cog is in here as well. And there we go. We're down to business. Look at this. So before we officially get underway, and I'm a little bummed that I can't see the chat right here because that's what I want to do, but that's unfortunate. But we're going to give you guys a tour of the CaliRadio Shack, and that's first and foremost tonight. So happy hour just started. I assume John's just sitting at a bar in Maui with a little tiki cup or whatever the hell he's doing and drinking and just going to get completely wasted watching the CaliRadio Kid live stream. I believe that 100% in my bones. So let's do this. Let's give you guys basically an overview. You guys saw the video, how it came out. Let me give you guys a tour of the shed real quick because I got cameras set up all over the place. So you guys saw this is camera 1. Camera 2 is just a shot of the door simply to do that bit that I couldn't figure out how to transition between that. Otherwise, the goal was just to walk right in the door. And then camera 3 here, which like eventually what's going to happen here is we're going to move that bike right there, and that's going to look absolutely gorgeous. So that's there, and then you can move the chair back across. So we're modular. We're modular. We can move around all over the place. You guys saw the build video of this stuff, and then I've got this camera down below, which is kind of cool because I can basically do one of these. Yeah, like that. Move it around. Little shimmy shake. Hey. So eventually I'm going to utilize this camera a lot more. But for now, it's on the ground, which is really stupid because it's a really nice camera and I can actually control it. But we're probably not going to use that one a lot tonight. But there you have it. Yeah, so those are all the things that are happening in here tonight. This is interesting because this particular live stream, it's just going to be me solo, which I know you guys are probably tuning out immediately as soon as you hear that. But I wanted to get a few repairs done on the bike and then also basically just kind of answer questions and talk about a few subjects. So just a normal run-of-the-mill, simple, nothing crazy except for the 4 cameras and all the other. It's just it's stupid. I was telling my wife today, I was like, I meant for this to be a very simple live stream with just one camera, and it ended up being this elaborate setup. I spent all day working and getting the window treatments, and it turns out that the sun is setting earlier now. I don't know if you guys are aware of this because I went through the hassle of basically getting the window treatment all over the windows to control the lighting in here. And then the sun just is not a problem anymore. So that was a great waste of time, I'm afraid. But there you go. I don't know what you mean. Wait, hold on. A crotch shot, you say, huh? A crotch shot, you say. I think it's doable. Yeah. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, we got to go this way. It's all reversed. Yeah, we will cut to the crotch shot every now and then. That's a great call. That's a great call. Who the hell said that? You're a genius. Therapy. Thank you. Yes. There you go. Yeah, the PTZ camera's on number 4, but again, eventually I'll utilize that in a much grander fashion. But for now, it's all I could think of to do is basically set up a crotch shot. So you're welcome. Yeah, Robert, thanks for jumping in from San Diego. Look, tonight, if you guys have any questions, I'm going to try to keep up with chat tonight. A lot of the times that's hard when we have guests in here, especially when we're doing fireside chat. It's a lot more casual, but today I'm in front of the computer. I can actually read these things. So if there's something you guys want to talk about, we will. There's obviously some very big Northern California topics we're going to touch on tonight. But as of right now, that's where we're at. So DeGonger is in here. Brian Gong, he's on the illustrious list of people that need to come over for a fireside chat. Now, I considered doing a fireside chat. Labor Day is kind of tricky. I figure most of you guys are just hanging out, chilling, relaxing. So I didn't imagine there's gonna be a lot of people jumping into this live stream, but I mean, who the hell knows? At this point, maybe you guys had dinner, you got a beer in your hand, and you're getting down to business, and that's why we're here. But another thing I didn't want to do, and this may be silly, you guys tell me, was have a fireside chat when all the fires are going on right now. It just felt a little odd. So I'm gonna put that on hiatus for just a little bit, until the weather cools down, because it's still 101 every single day, which is ridiculous. But eventually we're going to get down to business with that. Yeah, Vince, what are you going to wear? What are you going to wear, Vince? What are you going to wear? So a couple things before I'm going to get this out of the way while you guys are here. There are some supporters of the channel now. One of them is a pretty rad dude, a pretty rad company. You guys may have heard of them before. I'm going to mention them now. I got a bunch of stuff. Venture Apparel Company. This guy's rad. He kind of recognized where the channel is going to go, and we'll talk about that. But he was super cool and reached out to me, and we've been talking a little bit. So I've got some jerseys, and I've been meaning to just get out on more rides, and I haven't had a chance. But really cool company. If you guys haven't seen their stuff, check it out. And then Spy Optics. Also, this guy Curtis from Southern California, and I went down and did a live stream with Mark. You know who I'm talking about. I feel like I'm looking at the wrong thing. But basically, they reached out, and they said they would be interested in supporting the channel as well. So we're going to have that coming up. And once I get the product, there was a big snafu that happened. Then I'll get those and show them off for you guys as well. But here we are in the live stream. It's a bummer because all this technology, I've got all this technology at my fingertips, but it doesn't always work perfectly. Like, for example, I've got the streaming software, and the ideal scenario is to be able to watch the streaming software and then read the comments within that. But for whatever reason, it doesn't bring the feed in, so I got to alternate between screens. Look, that's neither here nor there. We're here to talk about mountain biking. Look, sellout. Yeah, absolutely. So it's been an interesting journey with this channel, and we can talk about that if you guys have any questions too. But really, there's a couple topics I want to get out right off the bat. I usually reach out on Instagram, and like a damn fool, once I go to Instagram and I reach out and I make questions, and then you know what I do is I write them down on a piece of paper for some dumb reason. Who knows why? But instead of reading them off my phone, I feel like it seems more official, right? If you have a piece of paper in your hands, it just kind of, you can do one of these and you seem a lot more important, I think. So this is here we go. A couple of Instagram questions that came in. There's one from Octodad. He's from New Zealand. That was a terrible accent. He says, did you play Earl and My Name is Earl? No, but I get that way too much now. Way too much. This mustache is the bane of my existence in terms of people comparing me to Earl. Yes, I get that quite a bit now. And another question came in from Workhorse MTB. You could tell that everybody takes this very seriously, and they really put a lot of thought into these questions. Workhorse says, why the heck did you get the final countdown stuck in my head? And that is a great question. And my counter question is, why do you not have the final countdown stuck in your head just all the time? I mean, why the hell not? Do you guys? I mean, why wouldn't you have that song in your head at all times? That's my question to you. Anyways, yes. Looks really official, doesn't it, Aaron? Aaron from MTV Adventure is in here. My compatriot, my co-builder out at the property, a.k.a. Everstoke, which is now, the name's officially announced, and I'll tell you guys a little story about that video in a bit. But there you go. We had a couple other questions, couple basic questions, and then we're going to cover some topics. So again, if you guys have anything you want to talk about, let me know. But see, I got my official document here, and here's one of the questions. It says, how to maintain your bike. That's a great question. I'm obviously not a good person to ask about that because this thing is, it's not, where's my third camera? There you go. This thing is, it's in disrepair. So I need to do some work on that tonight. I mean, we'll see if we get to it. I think it's worth it. Let me bring this chair over here. I'm going to sit down with you guys. Hi, how are you? Yeah, let's bring this down. Yeah, now we're looking official. Look at that. So Maintaining bike, how regularly, things like that. I mean, obviously you guys are familiar with this. You should try to clean your chain after, especially on a dirty ride, like keep it clean, keep it lubed, basic stuff, check bolts, but you are asking the wrong person in terms of figuring out how to maintain a bike. I take it to a shop like Ride BSC and I hand it over to them and I say, please, dear God, get this thing running again. And that's basically the extent of how that works. So there you go. Okay. So there's a couple things that are going on and I wanted to talk about them. One, hi, everybody. I'm going to see who else is in here, by the way. I'm going to catch up on chat. Yes, of course, Brian Gong is in here. Outlaw Cat on the loose. Vince, good to see you, buddy. Scouts Out's in here. Yep. We're going to have a fine crew tonight. Don't worry. So I gave you guys a tour of the studio shed. If you guys have any questions on the build out and why I chose to do what I did, you can let me know. Basically, it's mostly done. There's some few things that still haven't been finished, but they're going to come into play. I got the deck put in on Saturday, so the deck's officially out front. I think the goal is to get a couple like chairs out front with a small table, and maybe eventually we can live stream from the front of the shack. And if I get long enough cables, then I can actually have multiple cameras out front, multiple cameras inside, and maybe we can transition between spaces. It could be pretty rad. So that's something that I'm looking to do. I got to get the chairs all finished. I want to paint them the same color as the door to match. It's going to be awesome, but we're not quite there. It was a lot of work to get all the landscaping done and all the little shots. And as a lot of people commented in the video itself, basically like everything took 3 times as long because I had to film the entire construction process. Like I basically had to do it and then move the camera, do it. Yeah, it's just like forming an OnlyFans page. It's a lot of work, but the payoff is great, right? That's, I don't know. But that was awesome. And I'm really happy with how this thing turned out. And this is the first official live stream from the CaliRadio Shack. So there it goes. Like I said, there's a few things I still have to do, but there you go. And you can see on this, here, we've got, this is from Byron, Enlisted Trailheads. I like that I can point to this stuff. And the PC's on the wall, perfectly safe in case of an earthquake. It'll be fine. It won't fall on me. I guarantee it. Speakers are mounted on the wall and all that stuff. Now, the LED strips are pretty rad because that takes the guesswork. A lot of the times when I was setting up a live stream beforehand, I'd have to go and set the lights up. And now they're just on the wall. So I hit a button and we're good to go. You know what I mean? Which is a lot nicer, I think. Okay. So we're going to do some repairs on the bike tonight. But in the meantime, what am I doing here? I'm clicking the wrong button. I'm always moving around. So here's something that I discovered that's rad inside the shed also. And I was playing around with this today so I could unveil it. And I think it's pretty cool. So basically, I've discovered how to transition from this mic basically over to this mic. And now I'm fully mobile, right? I'm not in front of the mic anymore, and I'm wired up. So this is great because if I want to do a moving situation where, like, say, for example, I want to come and tinker with the bike, I can switch over to this camera and there you go. Now you've got another setup right here. So now we're in front of the bike and I'm basically doing a bike review. Look at that. I'm just assuming that worked. It's entirely possible it didn't work at all. But then we come back over here and bing, bang, boom, we're back to that audio. So there you go. That's kind of fun, right? That's a new little invention. Yeah, Brian, you're not wrong because if you look down here, wait a minute, is that the, oh, there's the crotch cam. Yeah. You're not wrong, Brian. There's officially a crotch cam, and there's also officially a casting couch, if you guys haven't noticed. So if you look over here, right? All right, we're going to cut to the crotch cam for just a moment. Bear with me. So there you go. We're cutting to the crotch cam, and then we're going to pan over. No! Okay, here we go. We're going this way. There's the casting couch right there. So, Brian, if you want to come try out, you're welcome to any moment, any time of the day. And we'll see if you can make it to the superstar list. You know what I mean? By the way, what's everybody doing on Labor Day? Does everybody get out and ride? National forests are closed down. It's a sheer mess outside. It's crazy what's going on. And the whole thing with Auburn popped up, so we're going to talk about that very soon. Very soon. I do want to talk about all the stuff that's going on in Auburn and our local trail systems and stuff like that. I think it's really important. So I'm glad you guys are here. And we're going to talk about how you can help because there are people organizing things all over the place right now. And it's going to be really interesting. And I think you're going to see the mountain bike community come together like we know they can. I mean, like a lot of us already know that, but you're going to see that quite a bit here. And I'm really excited to see everybody come together to help rebuild. There are some pictures posted on Instagram, and I forget whose page it was. They just showed basically culvert is demolished from what I can tell. I mean, they bulldozed right through it and used it as a fire break. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but that is not good. Fat Track has been great about posting updates on the burns that's happened in Auburn. Who knows how it started? I don't know if they've said, but I don't know where you guys are at, but up in Northern California right now, it is a really scary time with all these fires. Tahoe's been destroyed. I mean, South Lake Tahoe, just had that huge fire roll through. And the property near Brian's and Aaron's property, the Everstoke, the fire up there was scary for a time too. I mean, these huge, massive fires. And then Auburn caught yesterday or the day before, and luckily it seems like they were able to snuff it out. So that's huge. But it's a really scary time. And so I did reach out because you guys are here. I'm glad you're here. We're going to talk about this. I did reach out to MTV NorCal. They are in the process, and they were already in the process of organizing a fundraiser for local trail organizations to help with the rebuild process. It's a silent auction. And so I reached out to Sean from MTV NorCal, and I asked him to put something together because he can explain it better than I can. And so I have a short video that he put together. You guys check this out, and then we'll talk about it, okay? But basically, they are organizing a fundraising event to generate funds for the trail organization. So here you go. Check it out.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sean from MTV NorCal. Joe, what's up, buddy? Thanks for having me on. Hey, we wanted to let you guys know on the 18th, we are doing a fundraiser for all these fires that are going crazy here in NorCal. Come join us at the station in Auburn. We're going to have a pretty cool group ride prior to. We've got a lot of cool products coming for you guys to bid on at the silent auction, or just donate, whatever you want to do. But please come out, show support, and let's just put something together that we can all be stoked about, and spread some cheer when there's not much to be cheery about, in NorCal right now. The bridge fire in Auburn just breaking out yesterday has burnt culvert to a crisp from what we hear. Lots of dozer lines, so there'll be some work to repair that, but that's what we're here to do. So let's get out and do it. See you guys there.
So, I mean, this is affecting all of us that are up here. And, again, even if you're not in the Northern California area, this can happen to your region, something along those lines. So this is really cool to see the community come together once again. These guys always seem to spearhead the front and get the message out first. So that's going to be happening soon. Keep an eye out on their page. And I'm hoping to just be there and support in any way I can. And then, of course, there was no audio? Okay, well, hopefully you guys... no audio? Or is it just really quiet? That's really weird. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? There's no way I can troubleshoot that now. I'll post that on the page, and his audio is just very low. All right. Yeah, fair enough. Well, what can you do? When you run through stuff, sometimes things slip through the cracks. I don't want to play it again, but I'll upload it a little bit later. But basically... they are organizing an event on September 18th, and it's going to be a fundraiser. So one, you can either donate prizes that people can contribute to for the donations. What do you call? And then, or you can go out there to the event. They're going to do a ride ahead of time. All the information's on their site, but basically the funds will be going towards local organizations. And it was going to go towards Tamba and stuff because of the South Lake Tahoe fires. And then the Auburn thing broke out. So of course they're like, let's get Fat Track involved also. And Fat Track is going to need a small army of people to help rebuild Culvert and some of the other trails. I don't think we know the full status of some of these trails up here. So everything's in flux. Keep an eye out on social media. And if you guys want to get involved, I think there's going to be a ton of opportunities to get involved. So there you go. Yeah, I'm bummed that the audio didn't work, but we'll see if we can make it work later. But you guys get the idea. Again, what's up, guys? Thanks for jumping in, everybody. Happy Labor Day. I'm glad you guys could jump in here. And speaking of Labor Day, it's a great opportunity. I haven't solved the mini fridge problem in here yet because everybody tells me I should get a mini fridge, but this will do just fine. So I went and picked up today. I don't know if you guys have had that one. Curious Haze. There you go. And what better way to wash that down than with a Biker Cozy. Yes. There you go. Oh, we're back. We're back. Look at that. How's everybody doing? All right, here we go. Let me just crack this open. We're going to get down to business. Yes. I'm bummed that audio didn't work. So, more updates on the fires also. I'm not going to keep talking about the fires all night long, but it's something that's going to affect us quite a bit. So, what's the name of the trail? Lower Corral, right? And up there in South Lake and Toads, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride also. If you guys have been keeping track of social media, just destroyed to a certain extent. So it's a bummer because the Armstrong to Lower Corral was the first mountain bike ride I ever did. I think I told you guys a story about this one before. Basically, when I called Brian, I said, hey, that mountain biking thing looks pretty fun. It looks like you know what you're doing. Where should I ride for my first mountain biking ride? Well, he sent me to Tahoe to go ride Armstrong to Lower Corral. And I'm still calling it Corral. I don't want to call it Coral. I call it Coral Corral, whatever the point is. But that was it beat the hell out of me. But it got me hooked to the sport. And it was like, again, one of the first mountain bike rides, real mountain bike rides with a full suspension bike I ever did. And that trail seems to have gotten destroyed. So, man, what are you going to do? So Tamba is going to require some help. Fat Track's going to require some help. It's just Northern California mountain bikers have gotten dealt a blow. And it's, what are you going to do, man? All we can do is come together and support as much as we can and really try to help out. So we're going to do what we can. There you go. Okay, so what other wings would I have? Oh yeah, there's a big controversy brewing, by the way, you guys. And I don't know if you guys have heard about this or not. It's a huge controversy. Huge. Absolutely huge. And it concerns me, the CaliRadio Kid, yours truly. You guys are never going to believe this, all right? Never in your life you're going to believe this controversy that has been brewing. And I don't know if you've been keeping track in the back scenes, but I was going to have somebody film something for this, but it just didn't work out timing-wise. But look, here's what happened. I went down to Southern California, okay? You guys know this. And I actually didn't end up recording a lot. I ended up riding with MTB Allen and The Outsider and MTB Rad Dad and Aaron from Trail Dogs. And we had an absolutely awesome time. So I kind of just like was enjoying riding the bike as opposed to like filming something. Because if you guys are aware of this, when I shoot stuff like the Downeyville video, my priority is not on riding so much as it is filming every different angle I possibly could. So in this case, I was like, let me just sit down and I'm actually just going to film, or I'm just going to ride. So we rode Sky Park, which Sky Park's absolutely incredible. We could talk about that too, but we rode Sky Park and then we went down to Snow Summit and we rode Snow Summit. Also very cool because my bike park days, by the way, I don't spend a lot of time in bike parks because what do we have? North Star around here, and North Star is just, it's close, but like I just don't get up there very often. So maybe once a year I ride a bike park. Unlike MTB Allen and these guys, once it's bike park season, they're fully committed to the bike park. So they ride there quite a bit. I don't see stuff like tabletop jumps and I don't see stuff like, wooden wall rides and things like that on a regular basis. So, when I go to a bike park, I'm still like, I'm a little hesitant. All right. Like I come in with a little bit of confidence, but I'm not fully confident. Maybe you guys experience this where it's like when you're out of your element, you're a little bit more reserved. And especially for me, like I really don't want to get injured. So that's certainly not at the top of my list. So we go out and we ride Snow Summit. And so for me, like it's a learning process. Like I'm learning. I've never ridden any of these trails, obviously. And then to stack on top of that, I'm riding with people that know it really well. And so they're slamming. And you can tell they're also slowing down for me because, I've just never seen the trails. I'm more like what's coming up. But I'm looking way down the trail, right? That's what you do when you're a mountain biker. You look way down the trail, right? But, I'm doing that. And again, I'm just not used to these features. So even at Sky Park, when there's just like a wooden feature and you can't see the other side of it, even if it's not that bad, I kind of want to look at that thing. I want to see what it is. Oh, that's not that bad. Boom. Then I'll roll it. Right. When these guys are following right behind me, they're not expecting me to do that. And so that's why I tell people, don't ride behind me. Just go in front and I'll take my time and then we'll circle up. And when it comes down, and next time we run it, then I'll feel a little better about the whole situation. Okay. I'll feel a little bit better. But in this case, they wouldn't listen to me. Apparently they wanted some follow cam footage, and follow cam footage is exactly what they got. If you guys haven't seen the MTB Allen video that he recently released, there's some great crash footage of me. And in fact, Allen was very delicate about releasing it. He was he approached me. Him and I are buddies. We talk all the time, right? But it's like, we were texting back and forth, he's like, here's the footage. Are you okay with me using this? I'm like, yeah, I obviously don't take myself that seriously. So it's fine. It's like not a big deal for me at all. But apparently a lot of people do take themselves seriously. So this footage of the crash it's become this massive controversy inside of MTB Allen's comments section. And if it's one thing you guys, if you're YouTubers, which a lot of you guys are going to be, you kind of keep track. You don't keep track of other people's comment sections, but in yours, you kind of have an understanding of what's going on in your like ecosystem. Well, Allen was great about sending me like screenshots of these, like just classic, absolutely classic replies to his video. Because in the video, I'm running down a trail and I come up to this this section. I've never seen it before. So my first instinct, I took the bad line too, by the way. All right, let's get this off our chest right now. All right. I took the bad line. And so I had to look at this thing, and even Alan was like, okay, I wouldn't have ridden that way. And if I did, I probably would have stopped too. Because if you look at the video, I am completely on the wrong side. I should have hung left, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not making excuses. Okay. Look, the bottom line is we're riding this trail and we come up and I'm up on the right-hand side and Katie's behind me and she's an absolute shredder. So awesome. Both of them are so cool. And so we come up to this thing and I'm just like, I'm like, whoa, what the hell? And boom, right in the back of me. And if you watch like the footage, she makes this great sound. It's like and then she runs into me. If you guys want me to repeat that, I will, but for now I'm going to leave it out there. Okay. She runs right into me and it's not her fault. I stopped. Fine. That's fine. But I'm just like, I didn't know what the hell it was like at all. And it just, to me, looked like a sheer drop. And there you have it. So I own up to my buffoonery. It's fine. It's fine. If you admit your mistakes, but the comments section is absolutely brilliant. Has anybody brought that up yet? I mean, there's no excuses here, but the comments section is actually absolutely brilliant in this video because everybody is like, there's all these people coming in being like, what an idiot. Like, well, he didn't even apologize to her. Like, these guys have obviously never edited a video in their entire life. And so, like, it's the funniest thing because, like, we had the best time. And, like Alan would say at the end of it, we had nothing but smiles. They're super awesome. Like, we had a great time. And I was like, dude, I totally screwed up right there. That was my fault. But anyways, anybody in the video is like, this guy's an idiot. He stopped in the trail. You never stop on a trail. Never. I would never. Oh, these guys, they weren't there. They weren't there for the whole thing. They didn't see what happened afterwards, but they assume they did. So you guys should go read the comment section. If you haven't watched the video, watch the video because he did an incredible job with the edit too. I mean, like great storytelling, everything, but that crash is pure hilarity. And I own up to it 100%. I stopped on the trail. But what are you going to do? And it was just one of the reasons why I've got the tire blown out back here still from that trip. And I've got the chain, which we master linked together. We did one of these. No, not that. Like these. When you master link the chain, we had to remaster. So I've got two. That's what I'm going to do. I want to put a new chain on tonight. I got new grips I got to put on. It's not from crashing. The wear and tear is not from crashing on the grips, by the way. It's because I shred so hard, and I just when I grip, I just rip. I grip and rip the grips right off the. I rip the grips right off the. Yeah. Anyways, there's the bike. Yeah, the bike's looking pretty good. It's not bad. Welcome to the CaliRadio Shack, everybody. By the way, this is the first official broadcast from the CaliRadio Shack, and I'm excited. I think it's looking pretty good. Like I said, I'm almost done, but I'm not completely done. There's still work to be done. I do want to add a light behind here that's overhead that's going to drop. That's neither here nor there. We don't need to talk about that. But look, that's what happened. So the controversy is great, and I love it when MTB Allen sends me the latest comment because it's pure hilarity. You guys get that in your comment sections, by the way? And, I oftentimes, I try to make, here's what I told Alan. I oftentimes try to make people question their life choices when they make a silly comment. Do you guys know what I mean by that? I come back with a purely ridiculous comment in return. So much so that they're not quite sure how to react and they might think twice before ever watching my channel again. And maybe that is the best outcome that's possible, right? Maybe that's the best outcome possible. Who knows? MTV Allen is in here. Let me catch up with chat. I was too busy. I was in story mode. And so now we're going to like, all right, yes. Yeah. Jay Font, I know you're injured, man. You've been injured for get healthy, buddy. Get healthy. MTV Allen, good to see you, buddy. Yes, he's got the sound absolutely perfect. That video was so good, dude. And again, like I don't take myself too seriously. I think it was hilarious. And I think he did a great job editing that. So there you go. Okay, NVIDIA or AMD on the desktop. I'm an NVIDIA guy myself. One day I'll go to AMD maybe, but I've always been an NVIDIA guy. AMD, the new chips are supposed to be great, but this is a mountain biking thing, Byron, so we're not going to talk about that. We're talking about mountain biking, all right? I know, DMMTB, I know. Did those get dozed or burned? Which ones, Aaron? There we go. Yeah, there's some dozing happening in Auburn. Some other local trails are getting destroyed, so, man. Yeah, I know. I almost killed Rad Dad also. So bear with me. I'm catching up with chat here. I almost killed Rad Dad also. I did that several times at Sky Park, and he's probably got that on video too. But I don't care. I'll own up to my buffoonery. It's not a problem. Not a problem. I never rode those trails before, and I had an absolute blast, and I know they did too. So it was great. Excuse number 1. Oh, man, yes. I need to learn how to shred harder. Okay, excuse number 3, by the way. I hadn't ridden in like 2 weeks when I went down there. I'm not going to come up with excuses, but it's fine. All right. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's see. Here we go. I'm catching up to chat. Don't worry. I'm checking. Marty, good to see you, buddy. Stopped right. Oh, God. Kyle's in here. Kyle's building a recording studio apparently in his house. Remember that time the CaliRadio kid stopped right in the lip of a drop and ran into? What a noob. What a kook. Idiot. Yeah, there you go. Yep, I'm catching up. Don't worry. No, there's no excuses here. Yes, the CaliRadio Shack in full effect. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I mean, you guys, I'm assuming you guys are drinking something right now that's festive. A beer, a mocktail, whatever. I mean, you got something in your hands. I'm fairly certain of it. MTB NorCal is in the house. Look, you missed. We played the clip, but for whatever reason, the audio on the clip was too low. Even though, and I'm gonna come to your defense because they're saying it was bad audio to begin with. That's not true. Because the audio levels in my streaming software was absolutely brilliant. I look at the meters, guys. I look at all the meters. It's important to me during a live stream. The audio looks and sounds good. And the audio levels from Sean looked great. So I don't know why it played lower unless it's a desktop audio thing. We could try that. I don't know. Let me see. You guys want to see if we can try it again? You guys let me know down below. We'll see if it make it work. Because Sean recorded a great message, and I totally screwed it up. I don't know what happened, but we can try it. Upper side of culvert by the tunnel is bulldozed. Lower side is torched. Everything on the other side of the bridge between Forest Hill Road and Old Forest Hill Road got torched down to the dirt. This is sad news. This is sad news. Yeah, I mean, some of you guys aren't from the area, but what that means is one of the trail systems we ride most regularly basically got destroyed today or yesterday and today. And that's super sad. I mean, but there's a lot of people that are going to work to build it back, and I know I'm going to be one of them, and we're going to have a small army, and I'm not scared of nothing. All right, we're going to get out there. It's going to be bigger and better. I'm going to add some CaliRadio Kid style to it, you know, which means I'm just going to film everything and act like I'm working. You know what I mean, right, guys? Okay, but yeah, there you go. Yep. Okay, wait a minute. What on my Zoom P8, if the slider isn't up on track 6, it won't play computer audio. That's weird. No, it's not your internet, man. Sean, the audio sounded great. It looked great on the meters. The only thing I could think is that there's a desktop audio slider in OBS. And if I was to adjust that, maybe, just maybe, we would get proper audio out of this. But I don't know. I don't know if you guys want to try it again. We can. We absolutely can. Sly Park, Auburn, Strawberry, Tahoe. Yeah, so what's the story with Sly Park? Here's another place that's a pretty local trail system to us. And I don't know if Sly Park, did it get to the water, Kyle? Do you guys know about Sly Park? Like, did the fire get to the water? Let me know. We won't talk too much about it, but I know it's something that we want to cover for sure. For sure. Okay. I know, right? So here we go. We've got the bike in the background here, and we do have to fix something. We've got to fix something on this bike. So if we're going to do that, we can actually switch over. We can switch over microphones just like this. And there we go. Now we're live. Okay, here we go. Hey, everybody. Guess what? We're going to actually try and fix something on a bike, believe it or not. Will it work? Probably not. Probably not. Highly unlikely that anything will go right here. But hi. Yeah. Hi, everybody. You know what I was hoping for is I was hoping that the chat on the YouTube stream up here would actually work, but it doesn't seem to be working. So, okay, check this out. I got a couple questions for you guys. Okay, and I know you can't see me right now, but I'm looking for something very specific. Oh yeah, this camera. Okay, here we go. We're going on board the CaliRadio Cam. Live as we speak, we're on board the CaliRadio Cam. Okay, so I have a question for you guys, and you guys are gonna know this, so I'm counting on you guys to tell me what the hell's going on here. Okay, so here's what's going on, all right? One, okay, I gotta scoot this closer, hold on. Stand by. No, this is all planned, everything's fine, don't worry. So here's the damage from Southern California, okay? You can see I plugged the tire, it didn't seem to work. and it's leaking. This thing is flat. It's totally flat. All right, but here's another question I had. Okay, there was these spots along the tire that I noticed, and I want you guys, let me see if I can find one. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Okay, can you guys see this? What is that? Right here. There's like gashes in the tire. They're all over the place. You see another one. But they don't seem to be affecting the tire. Like, I had those before I went to Southern California, and there's a bunch on the other side too. Like, what would cause that? Okay, hold on. We're gonna switch back. Stand by. Okay, what would cause that on the tire? I'm really curious. I'm counting on you guys to let me know here. Okay, I'm catching up. Here we go. Trail 8 is scorched. Oh man, crazy. All right, Alan, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Good to see you. Flex tape on the inside, good as new. Is that a fact? That's a question I have for you guys also. Okay, so that was my first question as we led into this whole topic. Could I take Gorilla Tape, put it on the inside of the tire, and just pump it back up? I mean, why couldn't you do that? As long as it adhered, wouldn't that be fine? Like, why buy a whole new tire? There's only one puncture in it. Could you do that? I'm counting on your expertise. I need you. Help me, mountain bike community. You're my only hope. Yeah. So that's one question. I'm counting on you guys to let me know. It looks like you hit some rocks that sliced it. Is that right? It's not stretch marks. It's not stretch marks. They're like gashes in the tire. Let me know if you guys need a repeat view of that. But they didn't seem to affect the integrity of the tire. Like, it didn't penetrate. Okay. Nothing penetrated. But yeah, either that or somebody's trying to sabotage the CaliRadio Kid, which I would believe. But the puncture is what did it. So the tire's flat. So the question is, do I get a new tire, or can I pull it off, put some tape on the inside, and redo the whole thing? I don't know. It's like not that old, but I mean, you guys tell me. In the meantime, we've got to get a new chain on this thing, and we got to get some new grips. So all those things have to happen tonight, and I'm glad we're here to do it. What's everybody doing? You guys drinking? Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Rad Dad. I don't think the patch would hold up to the rigorous riding that I do. So I have a feeling it would just not work. They make plugs in different sizes, or double it up, right? I could double up the plugs inside of there, and maybe it would seal it up. That's an option. Okay. All right. Okay. That's what she said, yeah. You can suck the tape out of the hole with the gashes. MTV Rad Dad, I have not formed an OnlyFan yet, but when I do, that's exactly what will happen. But not today. Not today. Okay. So I did get some chain expertise when I was down in Southern California with the one and only MTB Allen. That chain repair you saw in his video, it got a little intense, and it took us a very long time, and I'm glad he edited that footage down, because yeah, that was something that took quite some time for me, is changing the chain. But I'm sure tonight it'll go a lot faster. I'm sure there's nothing could go wrong here. Yeah, so we talk about the idea of cush core. Like, cush core, my understanding is you can run lower tire pressure is the primary goal. I know some people used to be under the impression that it was for like supporting the rim, but it's not really the case. I mean, it kind of does as a result, but my understanding is it's so you can run lower tire pressures. Is that right? You guys can confirm that down below. I've never done it. The only thing I heard with cush core is how difficult it was to install. That's all I've ever heard about it. But how are the results? I know Robert, aka Biker B1Ker, is a big fan of cush core. He runs it all the time. But I don't know. You guys tell me. Abrupt braking? No. I don't do that. I use the front brake only, Rad Dad. I don't use the rear brake for that. So there's no way it would damage my rear tire. I only use the front brake. Yeah, that's how you do it. Size of the hole. God, Kirkwood, you're getting inappropriate too. One layer gone, the other one down. Yeah. I think that's a normal casing. XO plus. XO. So it's not like a double downhill or anything. So okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like new tires it is. Yeah. Shut up. Brian Gong comes in here and tells me Gorilla Tape. Let me tell you a story about Brian Gong and Gorilla Tape. He had this sheer brilliant idea. He basically said, look, I was trying to find rim tape because I didn't have any rim tape, and I had my rim tape screwed up. I was changing the tire, got all messed up. So I was like, let me put on some new rim tape. He's like, oh, no. All you got to do is get yourself some Gorilla Tape, some 1-inch Gorilla Tape, and it'll seal it right up. It's no problem. I was like, brilliant. That's super cheap, super easy. Not a problem. Not 2 weeks later, after his brilliant suggestion, did like several articles come out saying like, don't ever do that. And so thanks, Brian, for your suggestion. And he did apologize at one point. But yes, apparently Gorilla Tape is not good for the rim of your bike. Don't use Gorilla Tape. That's the word on the street from really intelligent people. Trust me. They must have been if they wrote something, because I'm still learning how to read. So that whole writing and thing it's even further down the road than you think. Yeah, I know the sealant's dry now, which is another thing I got to do because, that puncture took most of it out. So I was thinking about tonight pulling the tire off and redoing the sealant, but then I also thought like I'm inside the shed and I don't really want to do that in here because it's actually kind of nice. So once I get longer camera cords, I can set it up out front, and I got a deck out front now. And then I think I could do bike maintenance, like stuff like that out there. So if I decide to do live streams and do bike maintenance stuff there, I could have a couple cameras outside and we could do it there. But for now, I'm going to stick to the basic stuff. If I get to it tonight, we'll do a chain, do something, whatever. It's fine. I mean, I'm not sure how excited you guys are to see me put a chain on the bike. So the benefit is that we've got some pretty cool angles inside the room. Now you can see the back of the tire. Look at that. Where's the fourth camera now? It is no longer a crotch cam. Look at the lighting on that. That camera's great. And I got it on the floor like a dummy. And then, of course, you got the CaliRadio cam, which is going right here. Hi. Yeah, so we should do it like this, like reporting live from the scene of the crime. We're now going to change the chain on the CaliRadio kid's bike. And then back to professionalism right there. You know, it's pure news reporting. And that's what you come here for. You come here for professionalism when you come to a CaliRadio kid live stream, don't you? I mean, what else would you come for? It's certainly not the tomfoolery. I can assure you that. I'm a little bummed that Kyle's not here, but it's a little tight. But I think we could fit. I think at some point I'm going to come up with a way to do multiple people in here, do interviews and things like that. And of course, I promise I will work on getting people in here virtually again. But there's something fun about having people real in time. And it's one of the things that, you know, Alan and Outsider and I talked about when we were in Southern California, and I did the live stream from Sky Park. And I think we had a blast just being together in person and talking in person. And so everybody, I mean, I still like doing it virtually too, but part of the reasons why I haven't done it virtually is because now that I'm using Streamlabs, it's like way harder than what am I using? Standby. Streamlabs OBS, right? Yeah. StreamYard. A lot of people use StreamYard, and that program is brilliant because it makes it so easy for people to join in and for you to invite them. It's just foolproof. But what you can't get with that, and this is the problem, and that's why I kind of went away from it, was that you had to pay a monthly subscription fee to stream 1080p. And so you're streaming 720 and you got to have their dumb logo up in the corner. It's not the worst thing in the world because I've always said that content is king. In my opinion, if you're doing content, right, and you're streaming, it doesn't matter if that little logo is up there. If you're having a great conversation, nobody cares that the logo is there. It doesn't matter. But this has been an interesting platform because it gives me a lot more creative control. And eventually I could, get a little bit more intricate with it. But it's way harder to deal with than StreamYard, which StreamYard's like send them a link, join it in, and you can just frame out the shot and do all that stuff. I have to pre-program everything on my side, so it's a lot more difficult. So there you go. All right, let me catch up on chat. Hold on. Stand by. When I get in a rant, I get a little behind in chat. But if you guys, again, this is your opportunity. Usually we have people in here, so if you guys want to ask me something, this is your opportunity. This wild venture that has been YouTube has been pretty exciting. Big things have happened lately for the channel, and so it's been fun. And I'm glad that everyone's here for the journey because I couldn't have done it without all of you guys. Like, meeting people through YouTube and having these relationships and all that stuff. It's like that's the coolest thing in the world. That's again, the original goal was to start out with international superstardom. It was like, okay, I started the channel to be an international superstar, which is it's still the goal. But then meeting everybody and developing relationships and stuff turned out to be more important than anything else. So like having all these new friends and new circles to hang out in and all that stuff, it's so rad. It really is. I'm going to drink from my beer for a second. Give me a second. And then I'm going to talk about Rad Dad's donation. Look at that. Whoa, baby. MTB Rad Dad, thank you, sir. For your $2 donation, I appreciate you. Yeah, tonight I'm drinking. Look at this. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, wait. I can't do this. I'm going to try to make this look as inappropriate as possible. You ready? Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I got a better idea. Okay, stand by. Okay. All right. That's enough of that. Look, we came here for professionalism. Isn't that right, everybody? We came here for professionalism, and that's why we're here. All right, let me catch up on chat. Sorry, 5:47 a.m. here. Cheers from Finland. Fraction Rider, all the way from Finland. I don't know a lot about Finland now that I think about it, and I kind of want to learn. Okay, so here's something. Wow, I'm just looking at that shot. It looks so good. Here's something that I think is interesting. I was thinking of McTrail Rider. You guys follow McTrail Rider on YouTube? The guy's absolutely awesome. He seems like the friendliest guy in the world, and one day I hope to get to Scotland and hang out with him. He doesn't know that I'm going to crash at his place, but it's definitely happening. I mean, who the hell is going to pay for a flat in Scotland? You know what I mean? But McTrail Rider, absolutely awesome channel. And he got a Skydio on hand, and he's been getting some of the most gorgeous shots you would ever see. It's unbelievable. If you guys haven't seen his page, go look at McTrail Rider stuff because he is putting the Skydio to use. I haven't had a chance to film it out in the open for a while. Like, one of the last great shots I got was in the Pacifica video. In the Pacifica video, that was wide open. That thing could follow like an absolute beast. God, drinking beer here. But he's got these like beautiful shots of Scotland, which made me think like I reached out to him. I was like, I am surprised that the Travel Board of Scotland or whoever, what would you call that? Like the board of the Travel Board sounds the best, but there's probably an actual term for it. Like the Travel Stravaganza. Let's not get down that road. But the people in charge of that stuff should be sponsoring his channel. Like they should be giving him money because the reason why I want to go to Scotland is to go ride the trails that McTrail Rider shows off in his videos. And it's stunning. And even Skydio's featured it on their social media pages and stuff. That is so cool. So yeah, we're talking about McTrail Rider. I got a little distracted. I assume that was because of chat. Oh yeah, because we were talking about Finland. So you guys see what happens here. We talk about Finland and all of a sudden I'm talking about Scotland and I don't even know if they're in the same continent. I should do some research on the earth, but I'm not quite good at that. So one of these days. Yeah, Kyle, I had an idea of fitting some people in here. We're going to do it. Don't worry. You never quite know what to expect on a CaliRadio Kid live stream. So this is just a trial run. I really wanted to see if I can get multiple audio sources working, setting up multiple cameras, eventually finding the best locations. I think the lighting looks pretty good. I could probably dim the background, but then you wouldn't see the bike in all its glory and stuff like that. So there's a couple other things that have to take place. Oftentimes, I find that I kind of want to play around with all these different things. And so a live stream, just doing it live seems to be the best way to do it. I mean, as opposed to just doing dry runs. I figured I'd put you guys through the punishment. I don't know why that is, but I'm glad you guys could be here. All right, let me catch up here. Hold on, stand by. Oh my God. Dude, Jake, thank you, man. Yeah, the studio came out really good. I'm really happy with it. I'm almost done. There's a few things I need to do, but yeah, and Rad Dad, StreamYard is the easiest and best for inviting people. It just makes it so easy that I kind of miss it, but at the same time, it's like... I like having all these extra features. So I'm overcomplicating my life is what I'm doing. And in fact, today, the goal of the live stream was to do a very simple live stream. But like I was like, oh, let me just set up one camera. And then I started getting in here and playing around. And if you guys saw the intro, like I thought of the whole Mr. Rogers intro. And so I set up more cameras for that. So I'm utilizing all four cameras now. I've got the stream on the TV back here, which you can see, on this camera here. I mean, so it's just, wait, no, you can't. Oh God, everything's going... There you go. And by the way, there's the axe on the wall. Look at that shot. Gorgeous. Wait, can I get myself in the shot twice? Yes. Oh, God. All right, let's get back to business. Look, but, I mean, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the shed, but it's been fun. I'm having fun with it. Yes. Garrett, I need a family free ride shirt now. Okay. Yeah, all right. I'm catching up. Okay, hold on. When is the next Joey podcast? I am at the will of Paul the Punter. So I messaged those guys and I'm like, I'm ready when you guys are. The studio's operational. So hopefully soon, because we're ready to record. I'm ready to record. Yeah, tourism something for sure. We need CaliRadio Kid jerseys. I don't know yet. I don't know how many people would actually pay for that, honestly. Like I'm still like up in the air about the whole merchandise thing. And like, I do want it. I think if I was going to go down that road, I would do like a limited, like, hey, I'm only printing the ones that are ordered sort of thing, like rather than keeping, because I can't stockpile stuff. And I don't want to go through, what's that one company? They do the shirts and stuff and you just they order them off their website. I'd rather do it direct, but I got to figure all that stuff out. I don't know anything about it, but there's some stuff going on in the background that maybe will happen soon. If you guys think it's something you'd be interested in, I'll put a feeler out there. If people are interested in that, we'll come up with something and I'll get it out there. But we're not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. Okay. I know. Where are you riding? I literally, that's the top secret thing of the CaliRadio Kid. I almost haven't ridden in a month, and it's been because I haven't had a chance to work on this thing. I've been busy, basically every day after work. I would get home and come and work in the shed for a couple hours, and then I would edit until midnight. And so, I haven't had a chance. Normally, I'd get out at least once during a weekday and once during the weekend. But then I was spending a lot of time out of Brian and Aaron's property, so I've been building out there. I got the axe, so we've been chopping down trees and building stuff. It's been like this whirlwind. And so I'm hoping to get this thing up and running. And then I was going to go ride today. Honestly, I was. By the time I got some of the stuff set up in here this morning, it was already 95 degrees outside. And I didn't have the heart. I didn't have the heart. I had the farts, but I didn't have the heart. But one of these days. Yes. CaliRadio mastered the drunken form. Hey, Dicing, studio looks great. Yes, thank you. Sifu, this is, so I told you guys I have a background in martial arts. I used to teach for a lot of years. And James Lendis, that's my Sifu. He's my teacher from the studio, and he beats me up all the time. And so he is in here, and we've been talking about the shed. Oftentimes I've been telling him about what's going on behind the scenes. I'm like, I got to get the video done and all that stuff. So he's been witness to the behind the scenes CaliRadio Kid adventures. And so that's really fun. Spokesman MTB, you absolute maniac. Good to see you, buddy. The man who hails from San Jose, but now lives partially in Durango, but still lives in San Jose. There he is. Spokesman MTB with a $50 donation. Just joined packing for my Chasing Epic Colorado Crested Butte trip. May drop out in about 5 minutes. Damn it. Why are you not on? Oh, God, I love me some Chasing Epic. Wish you well. Congrats on the amazing video, Dan, and keep up the good work. Thank you, sir, for jumping in here. Dude, speaking of Chasing, Spokesman, incredible $50 donation. Thank you so much, by the way. What should I say here? If you guys haven't smashed the like button, smash the like button. I don't know. Just get it out of the way there. But look, Chasing Epic is an amazing company with a simple idea, and it's proof that if you have something, an idea, you can form it into a business. And basically, they run a business, which if you're not familiar with Chasing Epic, it's epic. It's epic. What it is they organize mountain bike adventures, and they plan it all for you. So they know the trails. They schedule where you're going to stay. They get the food situation sorted. You don't have to do anything. You just show up, and you ride some of the most amazing trails you'll ever ride. And in fact, the Chasing Epic trip we went on, which Steve was there, and that's how I met Steve, which is, again, amazing. And that's how I met John, Active Life 2.0. And it turns out they're both local, and that probably makes sense because it was a BKXC one at the time. But boy, oh boy, were those trails incredible. Crested Butte was un-effing believable. I should cuss, but I didn't feel like it right there. Unbelievable trails. And if you guys haven't ridden there, it's like, dude, it's really not that far of a road trip, and Chasing Epic is a great way to do it. They are organizing a trip to Revelstoke next year, and apparently they're going to do a helicopter drop. And boy, oh boy, did I want to get involved with that one. But there's just too much going on, and I think the borders are still closed and all this other stuff, right? Like, you can't get into Canada right now, can you? But man, did I want to do that. That sounds incredible. Really cool. And the owners are really great. For whatever reason, I'm forgetting his name. Steve. I think it's also Steve. But man, they source out local guides. Wow. It is so good, man. No, Rillin James, I haven't got the bikes fixed. I've been too busy talking. Can you believe it? I just keep rambling. One of these days, I will get it fixed. Let's see. Yeah. Don't worry, Kyle. You and I are going to get out on a ride, and we'll discuss all things mountain biking. Don't worry. Oh, no. The Crashing Dum-Dum Head's in here. The fellow co-host of the Joey podcast. Look, there he is. Ooh, wait. So look at this. Shane Torrey, if that's your real name. We've got multiple cameras set up in here. I'm dubbing this the CaliRadio cam. You can cut to this at any point, and it's just gritty realism. Like if you're an undercover reporter in the streets and there's a mountain biking scandal taking place, you can come to this camera, right? And then of course you got camera 3, which is really designed to show off me working on the bike, but that hasn't happened yet, and we'll see if we get to it. Maybe we will. And then camera 4, we have dubbed the crotch cam, and the only reason it's not is because I was trying to be classy, but I mean realistically. Yeah, it's the crotch cam. Hi, everybody. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we're going to go back to camera 1. There you go. Yeah, so welcome in, Shane. I'm glad you could be here. Look, it's pure hijinks tonight. It is Labor Day And Labor Day weekend, everybody had a 3-day weekend, right? So we're here, we're relaxing, we're live streaming, and we're talking about mountain bikes. So if you guys have questions in the chat, you can get them off. I mean, I'm happy to, you can ask questions in the chat. I'm open to it. Because normally I'm sitting by a fire with Kyle or whoever else, and it's harder for me to check into chat. So now I can actually check in and talk with you guys, and it's pretty rad. Sedona, I think everybody knows about Sedona. And I think the general consensus for the Sedona trip seems to be, for the Sedona Mountain Bike Festival, seems to be people are going, but also it's not that big a deal because there's going to be another one in March or whenever it is. So I don't know that I'll make the later, like the original date. I don't know if I'll make that. I think the November one makes sense, but going twice that soon, probably not. I'll probably take that off unless something spectacular is happening, and then go the following year. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I still would like to live stream from out there, but it seems like it's going to be a lot. If I'm riding and filming and doing all the other stuff and then doing a live stream on top of it, we're going to see. We're going to see. Yeah. Crash Dad's still a maybe. Well, I will seduce you one way or another, my friend. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Get a new video out, Steve. I want to see it. You're an epic storyteller. Your videos are really good. Yeah. Sedona's going to be hot. Is it going to be hot in November? Not, right? Oh, it dropped on the mobile cam. Really? I wonder why that would be. That should not have any effect. We're figuring stuff out. Like, switching cameras should not affect it unless I accidentally hit the mic somehow. But I don't think I did. Switching? Okay, well, let's test that then. So you're saying, okay, and sorry to put you guys through this, but you're saying that camera 2, or was it the crotch cam that went, the audio went out? I don't believe it. You're saying camera 2. It's pretty good. You know what? You know why? It's because I went over here. I got out from the mic. But this is better, right? It works now. I know what's going on. I have complete control over the technology in this room. If it's one thing I know, it's how to work this. Except for, wait a minute. No. Let me tighten that up. Yeah, we're back. Okay, there you go. Good. Very good. There he goes. Okay, yes. So, wow, I am jealous of Crested Butte. I know. I didn't switch to the road. The road's really for the mobile situation, so I can go over here, go over there, and do all that stuff. The question is, should I fix the chain on this damn bike? I think we're going to do it. And you guys can watch me break something for sure. So, here we go. We're going to switch over. Now we're over on this microphone, and we're going to go to camera 3. There we go. Okay. It's going to be hard for me to see everything, but here, let's position this in such a way. Okay. Now, I was very optimistic that this pump would come into play, but I don't think it's going to. I don't think I'm going to use that at all. But I do think what I am going to do here is get this guy up. So from my understanding is we should lock this guy out somewhere. There's a button I got to click. Look, you guys are going to see me screw something up here tonight for sure. I mean, one way or another, it's going to happen. And I'll catch up on chat in a second. But like you can see, once I take this thing off, and I should take the tire off, I should just clip this master link. But do I have to take the tire off to get the chain off? No. Because I got to just get that little tool out and pop the pins, right? I mean, I'm dumping this chain anyways. Is there any reason why I should save the chain? Or should I just pop the pins on that thing and call it a day? You guys tell me. All right, I'm counting on you. Counting on chat to guide me through this process. Okay. Yep. Okay, I'm catching up with chat. Sorry, stand by, guys. Oh my God, yeah. You guys are welcome in. The casting couch and everything. You know what I should do is move the better camera over here, because look at the lighting on this thing. It's just the auto balance is not appropriate. But like, what about the crotch cam? Oh, there it is. Hey, how you guys doing? Yeah, it's just not good. Okay, there you go. All right, what we're gonna do is watch this. We're movable. Okay, here we go. Come with me. Come with me now. Okay, I got an idea. Okay, so don't leave. Everybody stick around. Okay, wait. I got it. Okay, so there it is. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Okay, you guys are still here? Okay, beautiful. Drop the chain. Yeah, so should I take the tire off, pop the quick link? All right, I'm going to do it. It's fine. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do it. Here we go. Okay, so welcome back, everybody. Hi, how are you? How's that look? Yeah, that's Not the vision you wanted from this channel, is it? But there you go. We got multiple cameras. So I know that I have this tool, which basically will do stuff. And so I'm gonna find the master. Hold on, stand by. I'm new to this whole chain repair thing, so bear with me here. Okay, I got 2 masters on here. Okay, so is there basically on this thing? How do you? I mean, I know what I'm doing, but this is a rhetorical question. But if you want to answer me in chat, it might help quite a bit. How do you squeeze this back in to take it off? Okay. And this is purely rhetorical. Is it like straight up, like, do you just put, yeah, you're going to have to tell me. Okay, hold on. So yeah, how, like, okay, so the master link, you know, when you pull it, it tightens it. But then what tool, do you use this guy? Right here? Wait, I got to cover my face, then it'll zoom in on it. Yeah, do you use that guy? There you go. Okay, you guys, I told you. Nothing's going to go right here. The viewership's going to spike because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Okay. No, need to take the tire off. Do I really? Oh, pliers. I don't have chain pliers. All right, I'm taking the damn tire off. I don't appreciate this. I don't appreciate this one bit. All right, let's move over here. All right, checking the, oh God. Here we go. Let's get down to business. I'm gonna not step on my sunglasses. Okay, stand by, here we go. We got this guy, 5, 6, let's go 6. Absolutely perfect. The fact that I knew that on the first try shows that I'm a professional. Okay, we're gonna just loosen this guy up. Okay, no we're not, apparently. Okay. Okay. This is not going well. That's the derailleur. I need to go this side. I got it. Don't worry. You guys are going to watch a train wreck happen in real time. I would expect my viewership to double right now because... Okay, hold on. There we go. Now we're in business. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so everything's fine. I wasn't trying to take off the derailleur thing. I was trying to take off the right side. Don't worry. Oh my God. Yeah, don't take the tire off, you sheds. How do you take the master link off? I don't have the master link wrench, apparently. The shoelace thing. Dude, the other side. Oh, I know. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Stand by. All right, yeah, this is going to be pure gold. Trust me. Yeah, no, I'm going to leave the tire on. Take out the front tire. Wait, okay, let me move this over here. Okay, now we got a better view. Okay, hold on. I'm counting on you guys. 100%. Okay, we're back. Everything's fine. Everything's under control. Look. Okay, so... Okay, hold on. Yeah, I need a stunt double. Hold on. This is where I need Kyle's expertise. He would explain it to me, and it would take 45 minutes, but we'd finally get it right. Yeah, I'd probably fall asleep in the process. Okay, now here we go. I'm just gonna take the wheel off because I don't have the right tool to pop it apparently because you need the wrench. I don't have it. It's gonna take me a second. It's fine. You know what? Honestly, and this is all planned because I have to fix the tire anyways, right? So what are you gonna do? Okay, so all right, here we go. Let's move this camera around. All right, let's go to camera 4. Boom. Okay, here we go. Don't worry. Everything's fine. Everything's under control. Okay. And we're back. Okay. So I'm gonna loosen this. I didn't break anything yet, which is impressive. Now, here's another question I have for you guys, and everybody seems to think this is normal, because when I got this tire built up from the shop, basically the cassette doesn't tighten in. And I was under the impression that's normal for what it is. But, like, okay, let me show you what I mean. Okay, look. And again, this is fine because I have to, I gotta fix this tire anyways, one way or another, it sounds like. But look, so the cassette, it just comes off. You know what I mean? And that's, from my understanding, this wheel came to me like that from the shop when I had it built. So I just think that's the way this is. These are the Onyx. But you guys tell me if that's wrong or what. I don't know. But you guys, I'm sure you'll tell me whether it's wrong. Okay, So one way or another, the tire had to come off because I got to put a new tire on apparently. I can't patch it from inside. It's not worth double patching it. So that still means I'm out of commission, unfortunately. But here we go. Let me catch up in chat and you guys can tell me what I've done wrong so far. Yeah, Kyle's going to discuss the metaphysics of getting the right camera angle for the improperly replaced chain. I know. I don't have the chain breaker. Multi-tool. Yeah, but then you got to pop the pins, right? I don't know. Pulley cage. You have a chain tensioner, extractor meter. Yeah, extractometer? No. Yeah, I couldn't afford that. I was too busy building this damn shed. Yeah, I'm going to avoid the warranty live for sure. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so... Right? That's what I thought. I didn't break it, Aaron. No. All right, we're going to go back to this camera. All right, stand by. Okay, we're going back. I'm going to do some mechanical work. The mechanical mastery of the CaliRadio Kid is on full display today. Look, and with that, that's how you take off a chain? No, it still doesn't come off. You legit have to pop this thing? Oh my God. All right, everything's fine. Okay, wait a minute. So it doesn't go that, yeah, you got to pop it one way or another. Why don't you guys tell me that I didn't have to take off the tire? I could just pop the thing. Oh my God. All right, I'm getting my tool out. I'm not the only tool around here. I don't even know where I put it now. I don't know where I put the multi-tool. How did I lose a tool? Oh, it's in my back pocket. All right. So here we go. Your guys' coaching thus far, it's been unsupportive. If I'm honest, it's been unsupportive. Okay, here we go. So basically, at the end of the day, I still got to pop this chain off, right? That's like basically what's going to happen here. I know. I do have a chain breaker on here. I do. Look, it's right here. I got to cover my face, otherwise it won't zoom in on the tool. See? That's not a plug for Crank Brothers, by the way, even though this is probably one of the best mountain bike purchases I've ever made in my life. This thing has gotten me through every problem, except for the problem that is me, because I don't know what I'm doing. But there you go. Okay, here we go. So, all right, chain breaker. Yes, all right. Okay, don't worry. Everything's fine. Okay, we're going back to camera 4. You ready? Come with me on this journey. Okay, here we go. I can't keep up with chat in this window, which drives me crazy. Okay, back to camera 4. Okay, we're going to break some chains. So again, you've got your master link, but you can't just push it back without the right wrench. But that would be the easy thing to do, right? It was just like to push it back and call it a day. But instead, I got to break a damn link off, and I'm not going to use this chain again anyway, so it doesn't really matter, right? I mean, what are you going to do to it? What are you going to do? So we're going to take this guy, which I discovered this, by the way, hanging out with the good old-fashioned MTB Allen. This is what we did. So look at that. We're going to get that in there, and we're going to pop a pin out. That's what we're going to do. Oh, yeah. Oh, so good. It's actually kind of nice. Once you pop the pin, there's no going back, right? There's no going back. There it goes. Okay. There she goes. There's the pin. All right. I hope you guys are learning something because, I mean, you guys didn't teach me anything. I'm teaching you guys how to do this stuff. All right. So now we're clear. Okay. Let's get this chain out. We're popped. We can separate. There you go. And now we've got our chain off. And just to be clear, there's an off the chain joke to be made there, but I'm not going to sink that low tonight, okay? But there we go. Pin is out. Cover my face. That's the only way it'll zoom in on anything. Okay, there we go. All right, we're back. What did I do wrong? Let me catch up on chat. Okay, stand by. This is honestly better than any TV show. This is great, Joe. You still need a stunt double. Yeah, Kyle's going to be my stunt double one day. Okay, here's a secret. You guys want to know a secret? Okay, hold on. I'm going to go back to the good mic for this one. Okay, we're back. Okay, stand by. Okay, before we get back to construction back here, which is, it's debatable whether or not that's what that is. Here's a secret. We talk about stunt doubles. There is a video that exists in the wild, and it is called, you guys ready for this? Did anybody take German in high school? Because I did. There is a video that exists in the wild called Der Briefträger kommt. You guys know what that means? Anybody? Anybody in chat know what that means? Der Briefträger kommt. Okay, I'm going to tell you. There's a video in the wild entitled Der Briefträger kommt. And in this video, which is basically what it means is the mailman comes. And now that I think about that title, it's also wildly inappropriate. But there is a video in the wild entitled Der Briefträger kommt. And this video stars an early CaliRadio kid and an early BKXC before their YouTube legendary status. But like before his YouTube legendary status and my YouTube 2,700 subscriber status. That's neither here nor there, because this video, Brian Kennedy, aka BKXC, was my stuntman. Okay, I was the superstar of this film, but it's never seen the light of day, and I don't know if it ever will. Maybe one day. Maybe one day when I hit like 10,000 subscribers, I will find that video. I will transfer it from VHS to DVD or however I got to do to get it digital and put it in a live stream for you guys. But it's something that's a big one. I'm not just going to let that one go out for free. That one's going to be, you're going to have to earn that one. And that's, but it's called Der Briefträger kommt. And it's about a mailman who basically like breaks into people's houses to deliver the mail. But it's all in German. He's like a homeless mailman. It doesn't really come through that way because the writing wasn't great. And I blame Brian for that. But look, he's not going to watch this. So it's fine. It's fine. Okay, here we go. I'm catching up. Sorry, that you got me on a tangent because you said stunt double. Look how long I talked because you said stunt double. All right. Saws out of the rear triangle. Done. I need a new bike anyways, right? Okay. Shoelace trick. This isn't for the quick release. Best live stream ever. Scouts out. Thanks for jumping in, man. Where are you these days? Are you still in SoCal or did you get stationed somewhere else? I feel like you had to move. Okay, Garrett. Thank you, man. Yes, this YouTube. It's fine. Everything's going great. It's going to plan for sure. Save the master links. So I could save the chain and I could repurpose the master links at some point. Got it. I will not throw the chain away. Except for the quick link. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Worst case scenario, $25 chain. Yeah, exactly. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Byron fixed something? I believe that. I do. Yes, Saul. I am teaching you how not to fix something. Yes, 100%. Okay. Did he really? Oh, yeah. He did spend 5 hours, didn't he? He had those big wolf tube grits or whatever, and he had to just squeeze them in there, right? Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. We're gonna go back to repairing stuff. I'm just catching up with chat. Stand by. Okay. Good. Yep. Oxy acetylene torch. Yeah. This is my last resort. That's another big secret, Crashing Dad, but that one won't come out for a while either. You guys, there's going to be a lot of deep, dark secrets that come out someday, but not yet. Not yet. I'm going to wait till my channel gets a little bit bigger before I start breaking into the big dogs. Okay. Oh, it's Byron that's leaving. You son of a bitch, Byron. That's right. He did leave already, but I got that super sweet sign out of the deal. All right. We're going back on board. We're going to get this chain on. All right. You guys ready? Transitioning in 3, 2, 1. Okay, and now we're back on board. Let's get back onto this mic right here and this camera over here, and then we're good to go. Okay, so apparently you just got to do one of these. Okay, now, okay, by the way, here's another random thought. Okay, stand by. Just get this under control. Here's another random thought I had before I throw in the new chain. And why does the GoPro have such a hard time with lighting anything? Auto white balance? Are you kidding me? You guys use cameras? What the hell is that? Look at this. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. What the hell is that? What Kelvin are you at, stupid GoPro? All right, that's not important. Okay, we're back. So here's the interesting thing that I had, like the idea that I had. So, all right, you guys are familiar. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, I'm on this bike. Okay, let's cut it back. All right, hold on. Okay, you guys are familiar with the Karate Kid. Yeah. And you guys are familiar with Cobra Kai. Nod your head if you are familiar with them. Okay. All right. So my thought was to have like a Cobra Kai style parody mountain bike video. All right. And since I've got a bit of a history in martial arts, I thought, I shouldn't be telling you guys this, but you guys, I've said this before, anybody that's in a live stream is real fans or real, like, we're all in the same boat. Like, you guys aren't somebody that, I got a lot of dirt on my head. You guys aren't just like casually jumping into this live stream. These are people that watch the channel. So I am happy to tell you guys these crazy ideas that I have. So, with my history in martial arts, I thought it would be interesting if there was like a Cobra Kai style parody with mountain bikes, and if there was an excellent fight scene in it. And more importantly, you guys remember that scene from Anchorman when they all just grabbed stuff and they had this giant battle? Well, here's my thought. Okay. My thought was like mountain bikers, but like, okay, here's the weapons. Okay. And hear me out. Chains. Okay. Like nunchucks or a chain whip. Okay. So stand by. Hold on. Nothing could go wrong here. Okay. So if you're, you know what I mean? Like, wah! Okay. Right. So chains like that, you could do them knuckles. Okay. A lot of ways to use a chain, but here's a great one. Okay. You get a stick, and then on the stick, you mount flat tires, and you put the spikes all the way out on the flat tires. Cause you know how everybody cuts their legs on the spikes of the flats. And then as you beat the hell out of people with those, right? In the battle, like that would be a weapon, right? Just thinking out loud, but I'm glad you guys are here to witness it. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. That's just a thought. It's just a thought. Okay. I'm catching up to chat now. Yeah. What's up, guys? Jaundiced. Do I look jaundiced? What is that, like not drinking enough vitamins? I know. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm catching up to chat. Bear with me, guys. Yeah. So, that's just my thought. So anyways, yeah, you could use your imagination to think of like mountain bike weapons, and you think of like flat pedals with the spikes on it on the tip of a pole, like a chain. I came up with a couple other ideas, but I mean, this is what you need to be thinking about. This is your job. Okay. Now that you guys are in this live stream, you're part of this with me. You got to DM me your ideas for like mountain bike weapons. Like what would, like, I thought handlebars is like a staff, like handlebars, something like that. Or even like taking the discs of a cassette and using them as like throwing stars, essentially. Like think about like mountain bike weapons, and there's a ton of stuff you could do. But yeah, that's your job now. So you DM me ideas, and maybe one day we'll actually make it. All right. Okay. Now my hands are filthy from this old chain. The old chain's out. And we are going to transfer over. What's up, Mark? Good to see you, buddy. The segment's in here. Mark from the segment. Good to see you. Okay, hold on. Stand by. No, Mark, by the way, now that you're just jumping in, everything's going fine here. Like the repair is going perfect. Everybody in chat might tell you different, but they're going to be wrong because everything that's happened here thus far tonight has been according to plan. 100%. So we're going to get the new chain on. So let's do that. All right, here we go. Let's go. Okay, so we're going back over here, and let's go over to this guy. Yeah, all right, so hold on. Okay, there she blows. Okay, we got it. Okay, we're good. Beautiful. Now, there's a master link in here, which is making me nervous. Wait, is there... Oh, no. No, it's fine. What could go wrong? You know, I can almost assure you guys that what's going to happen here is I'm gonna thread this wrong, and hey, how you doing? I'm gonna forget to put it through the spokes right, undoubtedly. So prepare for this, because here we go. All right, let's go. No, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. There's no way that I thread this right. Okay, so you guys can, this is your opportunity to tell me, okay? Hold on. This is your opportunity. How do I thread this through the right way? Okay, why is it so, okay, something fell. That's great. It's fine. Everything's under control. Don't worry about it. Okay, so there's the master link. Fair enough. Okay, good enough. Ooh, it's greasy. Greasy. Okay, let's just ASMR this one. We're just gonna put the chain on. Can you guys hear this? It's time to put the chain on. Okay. I'm gonna screw this up so bad. Okay, honest question, and this is purely rhetorical because I already know the answer. I just want you guys to chime in on this. When I thread this through, I'm going under, right? Under, then over, right? Okay, stand by. I'm going to confirm this with you guys before I lock anything in, trust me. No, that's not right. It's got, okay, no. Okay, hold on. Stand by, I got this. We got it. We're going in like this. Down. Right? Okay, there we go. You guys in chat? Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. Okay, so that way, right? Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to come around. Would you agree? Is the gym... Fuck. That's definitely not right. Okay. No, it's fine. No, it worked perfectly. Oh, exactly what I expected. Okay, hold on. Let's cut back over here. Okay, the question is, what did I do wrong there? Oh, I'm back. Sorry. The question is, okay, so over or under? Give it the over under. Okay, wait, stand by. Okay, tie like a shoelace. No. Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna just stand by. I'm waiting for you guys to tell me what to do here. I'm gonna cut to camera 4. Okay, here we go. Am I going? All right. Are we going up and over? We're gonna figure this out. I mean, it's gonna be easy. I got it. It's fine. Everything's under control, guys. It's got to go through here. That's fine. I mean, this is no problem. It doesn't go that way. Damn it. I'm coming back to chat. I'm counting on you guys. You guys can stare at the bike and tell me. I'm counting on you guys. Okay. Okay, don't forget to thread the spokes. No. Okay, nailed it. Yeah, measure chain, put wheel back on. No! I gotta put the tire. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, who cares? Yeah. I really have to put the tire back on? I gotta fix the tire first. Oh, there goes one of the cameras. It's all going downhill real fast. The CaliRadio can. I'm gonna have to take this off. One way or another. One way or another. Okay. This isn't going so well, guys. I told you guys this is gonna be just an exercise in futility, didn't I? Did I not? Yep, I know. We're fine. Everything's under control. We'll get back to it. You can hear the intense focus in my eyes. In case you're wondering, this already has grease on it, so we're fine there. Don't worry, I got that one under control. Okay, there we go. Okay, then we're gonna come back here. I'm gonna give this the old 1-2. Yep. Don't worry, I'll catch up with you guys. Somebody's probably telling me right now as we speak how I'm doing something egregiously wrong. But now I think the puzzle is gonna make a lot more sense to me now, right? Just like a puzzle. Let me figure this out. It's fine. I'm gonna catch up with chat. Okay, yeah, here we go. Put the wheel on. Yeah, count the links. Good. All right, wheels on. I got you. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Do you really? I thought it was like basically the same length. Okay, we're cutting over to camera 3. All right. If you're just joining us in progress, everything's going fine. I'm just showing chat how to assemble the chains and do all that. It's fine. You know, I'm just showing them. Okay, hold on. Stand by. We're going to measure them then. You say we're going to measure them. We're going to measure them. Stand by. All right. I'm going to bet they're pretty similar. We're just going to. It's not the size that counts. It's how you use it. See what I'm talking about here? Look at this. Look at this. You guys weren't kidding around. They are different lengths. Okay. See? Fair enough. Okay. You got a master link right there. Okay. I feel like I did that on the ground. You guys didn't see any of that. We're losing traction. Okay, back to camera 1. Okay, we're back. Look, okay, hold. Okay, look, everything's under control. How's everybody doing in chat? You guys still with me? Yeah, the acoustics aren't bad. I mean, I could build a studio. That's for sure. As for repairing things, not my specialty. Not my specialty. Not at all. This guy's not helping any. Okay, we do need a refill. Okay. You guys, I hope your Labor Day is going really well. I hope all your life's dreams are coming true. I hope your weekend was good. I hope you had some riding. You got some good riding in. And I hope that you're enjoying this live stream that we decided to put on. Wait, you got to get the monkey this way. There we go. The old B1-ker right there. I'm just filled with everyone else's merchandise. You know? There we go. We need some CaliRadio Kid merch, don't we? Yeah, we do. All right. We're back on board. Hi, everybody. Thanks for jumping in. Look, again, I like to say anybody that's just jumping in, everything's going to pan. I should have started with the handles, the grips. I should have started with the grips for sure. Because those I can put on pretty easily. You guys would have been impressed. You would have been like, this guy's an absolute expert in bike maintenance. He put on the grips, and I never seen anybody put grips on so fast. But instead, what I decided to do was put on the chain. And what I'm understanding now is I have to trim the chain to size. Like, that seems like a lot of work. But sure, we can do it. And if I don't trim it to the wrong size, I'm just totally screwed. I got nothing, right? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, look. Here, look. Okay, hold on. Stand by. Okay. Okay, old chain and new chain, right? Here we go. Okay, I want you at this moment to play a song in your head, like play like, okay, so a song in your head like do 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 do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's embarrassing. That's performance anxiety. That usually doesn't happen. To me. Okay. We're still at this. Okay, hold on. Now we're getting up to. Okay, hold on. Stand by. Everything's under control. Hold on. Wait. Okay, so we're at the same. Okay, here we go. Resume the music. They are different lengths. Unbelievable. So I just got to pop the pin, join the master link, and call it a day, right? That's just that easy. I told you it was just that easy. Okay. Fine. We'll consider it. We'll think about doing that. I mean, what could go wrong? I got dirt all over my head. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, what's going on in chat? What are you guys telling me? I should look at chat more often. Look, Trail Monster, good to see you, buddy. Look, you guys jumping in. Trust me, everything's under control. Right, guys? Right in chat, everybody? Yeah, everybody's fine? Everybody's fine? It's under control? Yeah. Crotch cam. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. The grippy bars with the handles. Yeah, Steve. Okay, here we go. We're catching up on chat. We're talking about chains. Yes, Byron, I need your help. Yeah, I won't mix them up there because one of them is shorter, and the shorter one was the one that was already on there. Yeah, so that's fine. What do you mean watch and paint dry, Trail Monster? Paint drying isn't nearly as entertaining. Okay, keep the link in there so you can measure the new chain. Is the new one's longer? Yeah, the new one's longer. I know the master link's screwing me up. Yeah, it's a conspiracy, Kyle. This chain length conspiracy. I don't appreciate it. Not one bit. Steve, where the hell are you going? The entertainment's only just begun. And realistically, we are what? And we got to be at least an hour and a half into this, aren't we? Like, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, we are well over an hour and a half into this live stream, and I have yet to put a chain on the bike. But it's fine. I mean, we're going to get around to that. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen. Remember to account for the master length for the overall chain length. 5 links need to come off from what I saw. 5 chains. 5 chains. So I just got to clip one side, right? And then master link to it. Oh, no, wait. You could clip it and then master link. This is already more than I want to do. It's funny, like how again, we all find those things in life that we want to be good at and that we strive to improve upon. And I said in an IG story not that long ago, or maybe it was a YouTube live stream, that we had a sink in the house that was clogged. I spent hours and hours tearing the whole thing apart. And then I had to get this thing, the hook in, like finally like was able to dig inside the walls, clear the clog, get it all done. I put it all back together. We're talking about like a 3 to 8 hour process, and it's ballparking. And then when I got it all put back together, the undercarriage of the sink and all that stuff, I turned the water on, flowing beautifully, but the little parts under the sink were leaking. And I realized at that moment I never wanted to ever do plumbing ever again in my life. And like, it's funny because I will literally spend, 4 hours, no, it was more than that, to make a stupid fight sequence in a video that I find that entertaining and engaging, to create that. But to do that, which is like just moving pipes around until they worked like pipes should work, boring as hell to me. Absolutely boring. And I discovered at that moment that I would always rather pay a plumber to do the work. I'm not saying I'm not that way with bike maintenance, but what I am saying is there has to be a value on your time. And so like in that case, plumbing is certainly not it. Now, gardening is very close to that list. It's like the idea of gardening to me is about as exciting as basically riding a road bike. Let's be honest. Okay. I might have sparked some controversy there, so I'm going to let that sink in. Yeah, I said it. Riding a road bike to me is terribly boring, but it's good exercise. So I can do it, but like if you're on a paved trail, it's just like, I don't know. You guys tell me. All right, sorry, I just brought in some there. Okay, one chain, 5 links. The most simple part of the whole. I know the master link is really simple. You just kind of put them together and pull them up. There you go. Bing, bang, boom. I just got to do the math on the chain links. I don't want to do that live here because I'm also trying to like entertain a little bit. But I could see how that could be exciting for you guys to see me screw that up. I know. I got a biker cozy. I got a Fat Track shirt, which if you guys aren't aware of the reason why I'm wearing the Fat Track shirt, it should be pretty obvious with all the trail stuff going on and all the fires and everything like that. I'm still carrying this dirty rag. That sounds nasty. It's a hard time for local trails. And so Fat Track's going to help rebuild. Tamba in Tahoe is going to help rebuild. Like the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Corral and Armstrong got burnt up. They freaking got burnt up. So I'm wearing this shirt tonight because Fat Track is already putting the feelers out there. If you guys want to help, go sign up on Fat Track's website if you're local, and we're going to do it. Trust me, we're going to have a small army on our hands, and I need people to hold the camera for me. Isn't that right, Kyle? Yeah, 100%. Okay. I'll figure out the master link. Don't worry. Yeah, I didn't get any bike maintenance done tonight, did I? It is a cool shirt, but there's a lot of great merch out there. It's just the great merch apocalypse of 2021 is still in effect. Like if I was to buy every piece of mountain biking merch, I'd be a poor man right now. There's too much out there. And what are you going to do? I want to support everybody, but like, dear Lordy Lord, there's just too much out there. One day I'll saturate it with some CaliRadio Kid product. You know what I mean? Let you guys see my product. I can't believe you're leaving, Steve. I don't appreciate that you're going to go ride Chasing Epic without me. Tell Steve I miss him and tell him I want to make an epic Chasing Epic video. All right? Between the two of us, we could film probably the greatest mountain bike video ever seen by 2 very low subscriber count YouTube channels. I'm not qualifying it. I'm just saying that between the two of us, they'd be impressed. Okay. Yeah. I should do the grips, huh? Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, it's funny. Like I said, this is a rare opportunity for you guys because the next live stream I do will probably not be like this. It'll probably be with people. We'll be hanging out. We'll be talking. I won't have a chance to talk with you guys in chat as much as I do here. So if you have specific questions, This is your time. I can answer them and things like that. I'll probably try to put the grips on, but we'll see how that goes next. But yes, I mean, this is a good opportunity. I figured I wanted to stream. I figured it was Labor Day, so people are kind of hanging out anyways. And we're at 1 hour and 40 minutes, and I have literally been talking the entire time. And I hope you guys appreciate that because, like, not a lot of people could do that. You know? Is that true? Would you guys agree? Like, I don't think I've stopped talking in almost 2 hours, which is not unheard of, and which is why the wife made me go build a shed out in the backyard because she wants me out of the house because I won't shut up. You know what I mean? But if there's specific mountain bike questions, if you have a question about the shed, I could give you a tour. I got mobile cameras I can move around about the build process and all that other stuff, what we're riding, what you're riding, all that stuff. Segment, Mark's awesome. So Mark, the next video I'm working on is actually a downhill trail build. So out of the property, the first video you guys saw was me clearing campsites and stuff. The second video in that series is going to be us starting a downhill trail. And it is pretty cool. I got some really cool shots. Kyle was there. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, there's some fun stuff. And you take, like, hold on, stand by. Let me just get the chair. We're back on the main mic. Hold on. Because I'm in story mode now. All right. So strap in. Strap in and get ready, everybody. It's story mode time. All right, here we go. So with the last video, what I thought was interesting, what I discovered was that basically, like, I had several people point out to me that the video that I did out Brian's property, which was a super fun video, like I had fun putting it together, and that was basically, like, they pointed out, like, that I built campsites, and that was really it. We didn't do a ton. Like, we cleared some property. It was a hell of a lot of work. Trust me, we sweated our balls off. But, like, in terms of pure content, it wasn't like it was like, oh, I built this wooden feature that only 3 people in the world could ride. Like, that could get views, right? Like, me, I'm out there clearing campsites. But, like, I had several people point out to me that, like, it was an entertaining video despite what it was. And I didn't think about that because, to me, when I was putting it together, I thought it was entertaining. Like, I oftentimes edit stuff because I think it's funny or clever or witty. Like, I don't know that you guys agree. But, like, to me, like, when I put that stuff together, it was, like, purely selfish. I was having a lot of fun editing it and, like, working with the stuff and all that. And so when I put it out, I was just like, nobody's going to watch this thing. Like, but, it turns out that it was entertaining, even though the subject matter was very mundane. And, like, I didn't think about that until I had several people mention that to me. And so that's kind of cool. It's a great compliment, obviously, that, like, I can take a subject matter that's, like, uninteresting and make it fun to watch. It's also shaving down 30 minutes of footage to a 10-minute video or whatever. It's, like, really just cutting out a lot of it. And, like, that's what I've discovered with my editing style recently is that, like, taking only the best of the best. So I capture more than I need maybe, but, like, I leave a lot on the floor because I just take what I think is entertaining and fun and, like, and I just really just get to the heart of it all. And so that's been working well. And I think it keeps the energy high in the videos. I think I totally screwed up on the shed thumbnail video because I think that build video was really, like, I think it's really entertaining. And again, you guys may disagree. It's not mountain bike content, but it's, like, very interesting. Like, when we go to the property and I mill the wood for the bar back here and all that stuff, like, I thought that was, like, really interesting. And I thought it was well put together. And I go watch other build videos of sheds and they suck compared to this. So I think I suffered from views by, like, not having the right thumbnail and title. Maybe I'll rework that. You guys in the YouTube and media game maybe understand that a little bit more. But it's a weird game because you spend a lot of time editing something like that and then you put it out there and, like, I don't care. I don't expect them to do well. I'm moving on to the next thing. But, like, it suffers because I didn't get the right thumbnail. Like, guaranteed. My click-through rate's bad. So it's like I stand by the content wholeheartedly. I know that it's good and entertaining, but, like, to get eyes on it is sometimes hard. And so you guys, we all play the same game. You know what I mean? We're all playing the same YouTube game where we got to fight for views and fight for attention. But we know our product's good. If you like, so you just got to stand by and be like, hey man, that was good, but I screwed up on the thumbnail. So maybe I'll rework that, but I liked it. I really did. All right. I'm catching up on chat. Hold on. You and Robert. Jeff, thanks, man. Yeah. Good old B1ker. Joshua, thanks for jumping in, man. I appreciate it. I know this stream's going longer than I expected. I was originally thinking like an hour long, but we're almost at the 2 hour mark. So we'll see how long we rock and roll. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, we'll cover those and stuff like that too. I go into story mode sometimes and end up talking quite a bit. So you can see that happen. Do you know any YouTubers from the MTB community, BKC in a segment, all of those previous to Rise to Stardom, or do you just reach out and connect to the ride? So that's a great question. I grew up with Brian, BKC, but like our relationship has never been one of collaboration, meaning like we would talk about stuff and I'd always be like, dude, that was a sick ride you did. But he started the channel about a year and a half or so before I even got into mountain biking. And I got into mountain biking because of him. And I don't know why I sat on the sidelines so long, but like when he started the channel, I couldn't help but think like, that is so rad. Like that is such an interesting sport. And like, I would watch every one of his videos and like eventually the seed got planted, right? I don't know what it took. It was like BKXC inception, you know? And so it finally set in. And then I found a used bike on Facebook or Craigslist. It was a Bronson. I didn't even know. I thought there was just one Bronson. Okay. I've told this story before, so bear with me here. I thought there was only one type of bike. Like you bought a bike, but apparently there's different models and different suspensions. I didn't know that at the time. And so like, I just found a Bronson because he was riding a Bronson at the time. And so I went out and I was like, hey, where should I ride first? He sent me to Tahoe and Lower Corral, which has been burned. If you haven't heard, like South Lake Tahoe, the first trail system I basically rode got destroyed. So with Tamba and all these guys, we got to rebuild, man. I'm going to sacrifice my riding to go build trails, and I'm happy to do it. I probably won't ride for a while. Once this gets underway, like once the builds start happening, I'm just going to be, every opportunity I get is going to be going out and helping rebuild these trails. And I would rather do that than ride, but I'm happy to do it. I really enjoy it. So, but yeah, everybody else I just reached out to, I mean, realistically, like most people are approachable. And if you've got a channel, like at least there's a reference point. They can watch my videos and go, this guy's like an idiot, but he's not like crazy. So, you know, oftentimes it's reaching out and say, hey, like with Crashing Dad and the collaboration I did with Crashing Dad and RC, I reached out to them and they didn't know me. I was like, hey, look, very least, if you can just suggest some trails to ride in Grand Junction, I'm passing through, I'll go ride those trails. But if you want to ride, let me know. Here's when I'm coming through. And we made it work. And that was the rise to super stardom. And that was the origin of the Dick Beard. That was the start of that. So that's something I'm proud of. So there you go. No, just reaching out. And like, again, the more you do, the more you learn. The more people you'll meet, especially in person, like go to Sedona, you know, introduce like that, all that stuff. It's all one big network, and everyone's trying to do the same thing. So there's a lot of suggestions and tips to be had in this community. And there you go. Trail Monster, sorry, man, I don't know if I mentioned it, but thank you so much for the $2 donation, man. I appreciate it. I didn't get to it earlier. I started ranting and I was in story mode, but I like your eyeglass emoji guy. You got some style there, buddy boy. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm going to show this, even though it's trying to hide it, Kyle. I don't know why this is trying to hide your comment. Okay, keep it trimmed. I'm out. All right, Byron, I'll see you later. Thanks again for the sign, man. Love you, buddy. Can you please show the driver before you put the cassette back on? Yeah, I will. You guys can give me some suggestions on that before we take off. Yeah, Trail Monster. I really like that studio build. It's universally entertaining to me. Like, and okay, can I go on another rant while you guys are here? And I know you guys are here, so you're willing to put up with my crap. Again, whenever we do live streams like this, it's people that actually like the channel and appreciate it. So I'm gonna go on another story mode, and I'm gonna lose my voice by the end of the night for sure. But so there was this video that I watched not that long ago, and sometimes like I think Robert asks people what YouTube channel they're watching at the end of his interviews. I happened upon this video from a guy on YouTube called The Hornet King. The Hornet King. All right. It sounds cheesy. It sounds like, why would I watch The Hornet King? But this guy had a video where he went to a house to extract a giant nest out of the overhang. So the video was this. I'm going to describe it to you, and I'm going to tell you why I'm telling you all about this in just a second. Okay. So the guy gets up, and he gets up on top, and maybe I'll post this video like on a community tab because I thought it was really interesting. And so he gets up, he unveils the nest, like by taking apart the overhang of this house, and there's this giant nest. And then he goes on to explain via voiceover, he's working through the previous year's nests to find this year's nest, the hornet nest. And so immediately you've learned that each year they come and go, which I didn't know. So that's interesting. And then he extracts it all, boom, 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 tons of stuff, sucks it out, gets the nest out and finds the current year's nest, which has, no, we're going to get back to mountain biking. Don't worry, everybody. Hang tight. Don't leave. So he finds the nest. He gets it out. Boom. Okay. So he gets the nest. He takes it home. He cleans up the whole thing, closes up the overhang, goes home. Okay. Video over, right? Video's over. The whole subject was covered. No. Because then what he does is he gets home and he takes that nest that has all the eggs and the larvae and he feeds it to his chickens. He takes this nest and he puts it on the ground and all the chickens are eating the larvae. So now they got food. And this is another element to the video. And so I'm like, okay, this video is definitely over now. Like, that's awesome. That was like another whole payoff. And okay, great. Now I'm going to burn the nest. I was like, what? So now he's fed it to the chickens and now he comes out and he lights them on fire. So he burns the old, because it's paper. Like basically they mulch wood and turn it into paper. Oh, I see the viewers dropping. Don't leave. I'm going to get to the point. So anyways, he burns the nest and he throws in some old nests that he doesn't need anymore. He throws them. He just has a burn pile of old hornet nests. And then eventually the video ends. The reason why I tell you this story is because of the idea of multiple payoffs. I thought it was really fascinating because there were several points where that could have been its own video. And he basically had almost 3 videos in one, and there was multiple payoffs in a single video. And so I thought it was really interesting. And to me, the shed build video had multiple payoffs. We had the initial build and it's not as good as burning hornets nests, but going out to the property and milling it and then constructing the bar and then doing all this and then showing the mount. I like that idea of having multiple payoffs. I don't know if it came off that way, but that's what I pulled from that video, and that's what I thought was interesting. So there you go. I know I got to size the new chain. I'm going to screw it up. You guys tell me via DM. I'm going to get it taken care of, but I don't want to count chain links live on stream while I'm trying to entertain you guys at the same time. I figure, we had our shot. It's cool. I hope to never meet you. I believe that. Yeah, Kyle, that's what I'm saying, man. Let's go build. I'm telling you, I would rather... I'll sacrifice my riding to go build trails every day of the week. So if I don't have to ride for 6 months and build some rad trails and get everybody out on the trails again, I'm happy to do it. Trail features. The good Joe is in here. Good Joe. God, the guy, he's a mastery at lighting. He's a mastery at bike reviews. He's a technical wizard. The good Joe is here all the way from Colorado. I will agree to collab with most people. However, getting me to show up is another matter. Yeah. I don't know if he rides bikes anymore. Occasionally, he doesn't document it well, but he has got some incredible shots of his duct work lately. So if you haven't seen his Instagram, wowie, wow. All right, yeah, I know. I'll get in the right spot. I'm just gonna have you come over and you'll help me fix it. Don't worry. I'm gonna get this on you guys to come over. We'll drink whiskey and we'll fix the chain. It's fine. In fact, I'm further away from riding my bike than I was this morning. So thanks everybody. I'll do it tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Convoluted and overanalyzed. I know. But realistically, think about what your inspiration is for your channels. Everybody in here, a lot of you guys have YouTube channels. And what is it that motivates you? Obviously, but also what is it that creatively inspires you in your videos or whatever you're making? To me, I love watching content from other sources and picking up techniques from that. So oftentimes, here's a secret. That in the shed build video, there's a transition sequence when I unveil the build where I'm doing the swoop up between each section of the shed. And that was I didn't do any transitions. That was actually just camera work. I filmed that way. And then I was able to edit it and put in the swoop sound effects. And I didn't add any transition there. So normally you would, between two things, you'd add the transition in between to make it look like it whooshed up. No, that was all camera work. So I watch other channels and I see what they're doing. And that was fun to me to learn how to do that with traditional camera work versus throwing in an effect. So that whoosh, whoosh was just really managing the camera work. And, those things are interesting to me. It's a personal challenge for me to improve. So that was one thing that I did in that one. So there's always something behind the scenes going on. I thought it was interesting. I don't know. I won't take the link out of the wrong spot. By the way, it took me forever to find that chain. I got really lucky to find that chain, so I'm really scared to screw it up. For sure. 100%. Whew. Look, ladies and gentlemen, this is your opportunity. If you have any more questions for me tonight, we'll cover them. But we have been going for about 2 hours, which is interesting because, again, it's just me in here, and I have been talking for about 2 hours straight. But, you know, we got to go back to work tomorrow. I don't need my voice. Who cares? But you can see we've got multiple camera angles. That's, you know, if you guys are just jumping in, we've got, oh, God, that's the CaliRadio cam. This camera fell. Look, reporting live. There's an accident happening. Godzilla's attacking the city. Let's get out of here. And then you've got your, you know, that's fine. That's fine. And then that camera right there. One day we'll sort out the lighting between all three of them, all four of them. But this is a technical test, and I'm glad you guys could be a part of it. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Yeah. Okay. Cinematic crab, yeah. So what main lens are you using for the Sony? So I've got the, hold on. I may have to message you that. It's a 24x70. It's a Sigma. I was going to say Tamron, but it's a Sigma 24x70. The best camera lens combo I've ever had in my life. Like, and the benefit is you can use this for live streaming. You use it for video. It's hefty to carry on a trail, and people think I'm foolish, but some of those shots are so good. And I love having the ability to zoom in and out. Ah, man, one day I'll figure out something more compact, but it's what I have, and I can't spend any more money on this. I'm already deep into the hole. Yes, Justin. Yes, Dustin Klein is incredible. In fact, if you watch the Pacifica video, we're talking about the same idea where I get the inspiration. There's a section where I copy Dustin Klein exactly. Like there's a transition in the Pacifica video just like that, where he gets those crazy camera angles, and he does more with a GoPro than any of us do. Any of us. And he's not even riding mountain bikes most of the time, although Ibis did send him a bike. But the guy's a creative genius. He's like a mastermind. I had told Brian, BKXC, I was like, you should reach out to Dustin Klein. Like, you guys should do something, because that he's mostly gravel and road bike, but Ibis sent him a mountain bike. And so I was like, dude, that'd be cool, because they both work with Ibis, and Dustin Klein's so entertaining, and like it'd be cool to see their two styles mesh, you know, like, but he's up in Oregon or something, I think. But Dustin, if you guys haven't checked him out, Dustin Klein is like, it's, again, think about what we do. And originally when I started the channel, it was pure POV and, you know, mixing in jokes and all that stuff, of course, and whatever. But then like you don't know what you can do until you see it sometimes. Like, and seeing what he does, you're like, holy crap, I don't even know how he does this. And so you like figure it out. Like, you have to watch how he gets the angles. And it's like seeing that stuff will help you improve. And I always tell people, like, if you're making videos, you should try to learn one new thing per video. Like, try to do a different type of edit, a different type of transition. If you've never done a voiceover, like, throw a short one in there, like, hey, you know, like, and this is where it all went wrong. Like, you could do, like, just start stretching creative freedoms, and then eventually you get better. Like, that's what happened. A year ago, I was still POV, and now you go compare my Downeyville video from a year ago to the Downeyville video I just put out, and you tell me whether or not I learned anything during the process. And it's not like I went to a class for it. It's just self-motivation, and it's like finding it interesting and fun. So there's a way to push yourself creatively, and you can do it. It's just, you just have to do it. Like, that's the best advice I could give. Like, and find motivation. Like, go watch John Wick, and you say, oh man, like that angle was cool. How'd they do that? Like, put that in there. Like, I don't know. But like, yeah, again, the Downeyville video I did a year ago versus the Downeyville video I just put out, monstrously different. And the first one wasn't even bad. Like, I still am proud of all the videos I've done. But like, from an editing perspective and a storytelling perspective, it's night and day. It's absolutely night and day. And that's just self-motivation. It's not like, which is stupid, because, you know, it takes a lot. It takes an understanding wife to put up with me, because like today, for example, I was in the shed setting up for this live stream, getting the cameras, getting the lighting, like all the stuff I thought I had set up, I didn't. So I was running everything out here, and she took the kids swimming, and I wanted to go. I actually should have gone, but I was screwing around in here trying to get everything set up. So it takes an understanding family, and it's stupid because it's like, it's such a small channel. I don't know why I'm doing all this stuff, but I text Brian, I was like, I meant this to be like a 1 camera setup, but instead I got 4 cameras. I got all this stuff. Like, it gets in my head. I don't know. You guys get it. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I got on a tangent because of Dustin Klein. Yeah. You haven't seen the crotch cam? Yeah, it's here. Oh, I moved it. It's over there now. It's over there. Yeah. The chain is still The chain is still off. Yeah. I'm not saying that I gave up on the chain. I'm just saying like me counting the links and screwing it up. I only have one chain and I'm totally going to screw it up now that I've had a couple beers. So I'll do it tomorrow. We're not going to be on too much longer. Man, yeah, what is everybody looking at for their next bike? I mean, it's got to be, I don't know, man. This bike does everything. I think an e-bike would be good, but I'm still thinking about it. Camera's crazy big. I know, it is. It's very large. Like, okay, so let's cover this guy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look at the side. I mean, this is, but it's good looking, you know? Here's your tour of the shed. By the way, that axe is absolutely awesome. That thing was just chopping through trees out of the property. I am so excited about an axe. I never knew I would be excited about an axe, but I am. Don't ask me why. No? Okay, I'll tone it down. It's fine. Okay, yeah. I know, Garrett, we're still going. I'm 2 hours in. We're going to call it here shortly. God, who would have thought I would have gone 2 hours by myself? But I'm glad you guys were here. I'm glad we got a chance to hang during Labor Day. And this was rad. I really do want to do live streams more often. It's just I feel like I want to throw a lot of elements in, and that takes time away from producing videos, which videos bring subscribers. Live streams don't. Like, and that I don't care because like it's fun because we get to hang out and we get to talk. But like you see a release in video, you see a subscriber tick up, and you do a live stream, and I usually lose subscribers. So, you know, it's very different. But I don't do these for subscribers. I do these to hang out, and that's more important. So maybe the answer is more casual live streams like this, and then we'll do fireside chats once the weather cools down and have interviews and scheduling all that stuff. But maybe just a single camera coming in here and talking for an hour. You know, that could be on the board too. Sometimes I get caught up in overproduction. And so as a result, I do less things, you know, whereas like if I was a little bit more like stringent with like 4 cameras and all this stuff, if I just had one camera came in and just hung out, it might be a little easier. Maybe we'll do more of that. I don't know. Let's see. When you start to have guests on the show, where will you guys be sitting for the podcast? Do you have mics for all the guests? No, but if I need to, one thing I know about me is I will get them. So I do have 4 lav mics. So I've got, oh, it fell down. It's down over here. There it goes. So I've got lav mics. So I could do 4 lav mics, no problem. That's easy enough. And then, you know, if I want to, that's a good casual look. I could set it up maybe in here. It'll be tight, but I've got the outdoor deck that we could do stuff. And then I got the fireside chat. So I think fireside chat's more for like 4 people. The framing of the shots is easier and it looks really good. So I think fireside chats are more for like, let's bring people and hang out. In here, it'll be maybe 2 people because it's a little bit smaller. But I think if I got a table in the center, we could do it. That's another thing I got to play around with. It's all a tech test. It's all one giant tech test on how to perfect something. And then I go and try to do something different. I just need to do one thing and be good at it. New to making MTV videos, having fun, a ton of experimenting. Yeah. It's just always experiment. Always have fun with it. Like stretch yourself creatively, but there's nothing wrong. Like really, you have to make videos, and that's the underlying rule, right? You have to make videos to get good at making videos. And so unless you come in like Semi-Sendy, and he comes in, he's got a film production background, you're just not going to be great initially. And like Robert told me once on an early live stream before I had 1,000 subscribers, it was well before that, he invited me on to the biker bar, and he told me, he said, I was like, I had just made the Yeti gathering video. And he was like, that was a good video, man. And he's like, but it's funny because you're going to look back at that and you're going to be like, that video is not good compared to what you're making now. Like every video gets better. And so like, does that make sense? I forget what he specifically said, but he basically said like, yeah, that video turned out really good, but like, you're going to look back on that and be like, man, that wasn't that good because now you've increased your skill set so far beyond that. So that's something you're going to see as a creator, as whatever. And like, you have to have the patience to deal with like the sheer suffering of filming instead of writing, which is oftentimes what happens to me now. Like oftentimes the videos that I'm doing now, I can't just strap a camera on and go. And so oftentimes I'm not enjoying a ride. It's a production. And so I don't ride as much. So it's like sacrificing my riding ability for my filmmaking ability. And so when somebody in MTB Allen's chat talks shit about me and says like, oh, why'd that guy stop on the trail? Like the guy who hadn't ridden in 2 weeks because he was stuck inside editing a video of Downeyville. Like I sacrificed my writing ability to make videos. And so I'm not saying that as like a broken, like a bleeding heart sort of thing. But like what I'm saying is like I choose my priorities and I really do want to get better at this. But I also want to be a good writer. But I got a family, I got a full-time job, all that stuff. So there's lots of excuses to be had. That's what I'm saying. It's just you have to sometimes sacrifice too. What mic? This is the RE20. And it's paired with, and I'm going to cut over to the CaliRadio Kid Adventure Cam. It's paired with this guy right here, which is the Rodecaster Pro. And if you don't have a Rodecaster Pro, you're a damn fool. This company's incredible. Yeah, there's the CaliRadio Kid Emergency Hotline. This right here is an amazing piece of hardware for $600. I've worked in radio for a lot of years. It's got 4 mics, processed. Look, if you want more information on it, you can let me know. But that company's incredible. So because of that, I have a processed mic. It's got compression. It's got, it's a lot of details, but it's the best in the business. Okay, I'm on lunch. Jim, where the hell are you again? Yeah, thanks, Jim. Yeah, the studio came out really good. I'm really happy with it. The guest thing, there's going to be like all of its experimentation. And so I talk about this is brand new. Like this is the first live stream from here. So we can experiment with placement and all that stuff. I thought about maybe setting up like a little couch and just having a place where we could sit and chat. I like the idea of casual conversation where we could just hang out. And eventually, like, again, we'll bring in guests virtually because we have to do that for like somebody like Trail Features who's in Colorado or whatever. You got to do it virtually. But, I like to bring people here. I like to talk with them. So Fireside Chats are like the perfect opportunity to do that. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. This Fat Track shirt is gorgeous. I'm going to give you a close-up on this one. Boom! There you go. This is, wait, there it is. So what you want? Yeah, all right. I don't know why I keep going to that camera when I got these cameras in play. Look, this one's okay, but the GoPro, I gotta set the white balance. This is my other cam, which I really like. By the way, I've told you this before. This guy is PTZ. So I can actually move this around. So, I'm really going to play with this idea soon. So you guys can think of things I could do with that. But I will. Don't worry. It's just all this tech. I got to manage it all myself. I'm figuring it all out as I go. But we got all this stuff at our disposal for creative purposes. And whatever we can dream of, we can do. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, I do. I got the A10 Mini also. So, if you guys really want a breakdown of my setup, like it's extensive, like it's elaborate. Like, do you guys tell me right now if you want me to describe my setup, because there's a lot going on and it's all working, which is the more amazing part. But there's a delay, so we got to catch up with it. But I will explain the setup if you want to know the setup. I'll cut over to the CaliRadio Kid Cam of Adventure and I'll show you what's going on. Because, realistically, I know. Realistically, people don't understand how much time it takes. I think some of you guys do. Segment saw me set it up. Mark from the segment saw me set it up in his kitchen. And that was just like a basic setup. So, and even at Sky Park, Sky Park takes, it took an hour and a half to set it up. So there is time that goes into getting all this stuff going. But, if you have the right gear, yeah, if you have the right gear, you can combine it all together to a product. So, all right, let's go on board. Here we go. So you guys are here. I'm gonna give you look, Tony. Hey, thanks for jumping in, man. Look, okay, I'm gonna show you guys the setup. All right, we're gonna cut over to the GoPro here, and I'm gonna show you what we're working with, and you guys can have my voice overlaid onto it. Okay, so first things first, I actually was able to mount these lights on the wall. And I'll cable manage it later. Don't worry. It's off camera. But I was able to mount these. I'm eventually going to mount a third one up behind me to get backlit here. All right. So that's the thing. But then you've got your setup. Here's a Sony, main Sony, right? All this is coming into the A10 Mini. Okay. Which you've got your 4 cameras fed in. Then, which goes to your Rode feeding to the input. Okay. So that's when I go off the main mic, I can cut over to that, which is controlled here. Okay. Right. Then I brought over this GoPro over here to get that shot. And then this other camera I laid down on the ground. I pulled it over there to get that shot. Okay. Then over here, here's your main mic. And this is the RE20 on the boom, which lights up, as you guys saw from the video, right? And this goes over to, let me move this empty can, to the Rodecaster. And the Rodecaster is what's, I've got this dirty rag, so I was wiping my hands with it. The Rodecaster comes over here, and this is what's going to govern my mic processing. This also is what's going to bring in sound effects on the pads here. I can do Bluetooth connections, PC, and all that stuff here. And then my main editing PC setup is over here. Okay, and you guys saw this in the video. But the rad thing, and what I did here was basically the speaker cable is in the wall. So I was able to manage that pretty effectively here, right? And then the PC is up on the wall. And that's also a piece of wood that I didn't cover in the video that is milled from the property. So you can see that's just the same as the bar top. And that's milled from the property. And then there's your main editing rig here. And then underneath, there's where the cabling is. So I'm still like, it's still there. There's a bunch of temporary stuff in place right now. But there's your network switch, USB hub, all that other stuff, the mini splits. And then, yeah, of course, the bar. And originally I was going to turn that little table back there into a charging station. But I decided instead just to kind of use it as storage. Eventually I'm going to put a place where I can charge all my batteries and all that stuff. And then, yeah, there's the screen on the wall. And then I took the piping and used that for the camera bags, which is rad. That was a last minute addition to the shed. There you go. And we're back. Hey, yeah. So that's a tour of the shed. And basically the setup that I use. So, I mean, that's basically all the stuff that's going on in here. And so all those cables have to go somewhere. And so eventually I'm going to really kind of find out the permanent location for everything. And I'll probably just run stuff permanently and then order more stuff that I can take on the road. Because, yeah, like, it's a lot. And so, like, I got to have a whole setup for taking it on the road to go broadcast from breweries. And I don't want to have to break that down all the time. So it would be nice to have like a permanent setup in here and then have a box full of stuff that I just take on the road, right? There you go. I know. Poor chain. Yeah, if you want to hear the sound effects, it's pretty straightforward. So like basically, if you come over here and let me see if I can find a good one. So if I press this button, and this will tell you what I have on here, my sound effects. And so we can basically bring in like Mario Death. Just like that. And you got sound effects. So there's a bunch of stuff you could preload in there. I don't use them a ton in here. Like I often use them for fake phone calls and stuff. But the possibilities are endless. So there's a ton of stuff. All right. So look, if you guys got any more questions, this is your opportunity. I'm probably gonna call it a night here soon. We're well over 2 hours at this point. And I have not stopped talking the whole time. I appreciate you guys jumping in here. Happy to answer any more questions, but it came out really good. I'm really digging the setup. It's not all the way there yet. There's a few fine tuning things like the sound panels. I got to finish the sound panels on the ceiling because they kept sending me the wrong ones. So I've got those sitting here. I've got to put those up on the ceiling, which is why you see like the pattern in the background. Let me see if I'm pointing the right direction. Here, they're not full because they kept shipping me the wrong ones over and over and over again. They finally got me the right ones. So I got to get those up on the wall and all that stuff. So, but these are all sound dampening panels. Jesus. God. Freaking Mike tried to attack me. Anyways. Good Lordy Lord. I know, Tony. It's a never ending process. It's never ending. But if you're willing to push, if you're willing to like sacrifice, then you too could have 2,700 whole subscribers. It's a freaking joke. I love it. I've always loved the idea that I have so few subscribers, but I'm able to pull in like all these people to be in my videos and stuff. It just cracks me up. It's sheer entertainment for me. It sure is. I know. I don't have a kegerator yet. I thought about it, but like I'm pulling so much energy off the main house already from this thing that like my my bills are going to skyrocket. So like to add more stuff, a fridge in here, dear God, I don't know if I can afford it. I'm going to go broke out here. Yeah, I know. Nothing got done, Kyle. That's why you should have been here. I didn't want to bother you with your new home setup, though. But we're going to have you over soon. Next time you're here. And then we'll do it. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys got any more, that's going to do it. I think we're going to call. I know. It's Tony. It's a long, arduous journey. And it's hard to do. But if you have fun with the creative process to make videos, then you'll get better. People will figure it out. But at the end of the day, it's a hard business to be in. I wouldn't even call it a business. It's more like dumping lots of money into something that you're having a lot of fun with, and you can't think about anything else. Like, I'm at work thinking about how I could do the next video or whatever, right? Like, I'm not, it's all I think about. Beer faucet. Yeah. Somebody said I should add a hole in the wall that I could pee out of, but I haven't worked up to that. Fractured Rider, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you guys being here. Look, it has been way too long, and I was going to edit some video after this, but it's not going to happen now. I'm going to drink the rest of these beers. I'm going to sit back and watch a movie, and I'm going to get ready for another exciting adventure of work during the week. But I want to get out on a weekday ride, so Kyle, hit me up. If anybody else wants to ride, hit me up. I appreciate you guys being here, and I think it's going to do it. Anything else? Am I missing anything? Yeah. Good night, guys. Thanks for being here. We'll do it again real soon. Let's do my outro. You ready? This is just where we do music, and we're gonna dance our way out of here. See you guys later.